So I try to add in some newer models as well. Alright, where are we? My tea hasn't even cooled off yet. That's how fast we were. My tea, I don't even have my caffeine yet. Still waiting on my caffeine. Alright, where are we? Here? I cannot prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor can I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I use my cell phone to call the police. I do sometimes. I usually keep 3 of them, Treeborn. I keep 3. I use my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Why'd you chase the killer? I didn't pay attention to it. He was, as you say, a killer. Of course, I could have run him down yet, but what would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that. Did testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do not also now know that there was no one else there? It seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not? Does it not, Mr. Justice? I found a way to take this testimony down quick. Well, if this guy's the killer, we don't know. From shot to call. I know the killer from leaving the scene. Which way did the killer run? By the time it was clear the killer had noticed me. Naturally, he ran in the opposite direction. That means he ran in the opposite direction from the Kataki mansion. Aktung, don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home. All I had to do was look back once he was out of sight. Ugh, how do you know that? That's where I was going. Nor can I simply leave the scene in good conscience. You were certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing. If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood. Or be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one's flask upon the labyrinth floor. Oh, cool answer. Very cool. So nothing strange about how he acted. Did it play? I didn't hear it. Did you guys hear it? Is it broken? I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on with it. Well, you know what? I can probably fix that. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I got you. I wonder if you just logged out after so long. Oh, it's very quiet. That was very quiet. It's at 100% volume. Isn't my headset blocking the sound? It used to be louder, I thought. Where's my settings? It's at 100% volume. Maybe it's too soft. It's hot over there. Oh well, I'm very sorry that Not loud. I thought it was louder. It has been a while, though. Alright, maybe we can fix it. Ooh-woo. There, we fixed it. If you can't get the bot to do it, just do it yourself, okay, right? Wait, where do we end up a Phoenix Fox? 1-1. I know strange about how he acted. Trucy looks like she has something to say. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance? It said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, resulted in death. Ergo, there's need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism. A proof in 3 parts. Exquisite, simply exquisite. It looks like he's going to cry. Until we arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes? I see my tea's cool enough. I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could have happened at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction. Is that all? No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing. It was late at night. It's not odd to think there would be a few people around in the park. So I just stood there watching. Not much to go on there. Trucy, if you got something to say, by all means, say it. Arg, I can't find a single problem with that testimony. Enough at last, Air Forehead? Maybe time to back off a bit? No, we don't back off. We're Apollo Justice. I still have some questions that demand answers, Your Honor. Your opinion? Prosecutor Gavin? I'll let him play attorney until he's satisfied, I say. I'll amuse myself by composing my next smash hit in my head. Very well, you may continue with the cross-examination. Would not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Alright, let's look at what we got. Saw no one else. Saw no one else. See, we don't know what's over here. We don't know what's that way. So we ran that way? After 10 p.m. Alright, so that is, 9:30. That's what that clock says, that watch. He saw no one else. No, I do not. I have a case. I also hardly ever drop my phone. This weakness is way too self-assured. There's got to be a weakness somewhere in this testimony. I was hoping Trucy might say something. cell phone to call the police. There's nothing to identify this phone. You think? You think it's the Bloomers? There's no way, right? Let's save before we go off the deep end. So here's my thought. He said he didn't see anybody else, but the Bloomers were in the trash can. Yeah, it's probably not enough, is it? It's pretty thin. So I guess press again. Which way do you run? In the opposite direction. Maybe there's anything left unravel in this testimony after all. Let's have glamorous cruiser I'd like to get back to this month. Air forehead. I don't have enough to put Walkie away yet. Should I back off for now? Nunk! Arg! There's nothing fishy about that testimony at all. Here's there are no objections to the witnesses to current testimony. I mean, a number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves which wiped the previous user's prints off. After he was done, this fell out of his pocket as he was throwing his gun away. Mistake befitting of a small-time punk, in my opinion. No, no! Seem to come to the end of the line here. No, that can't be all. How unfortunate. Seems that you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Or your air forehead. This brings us across the ammunition to a close. Going out. Wait, what? I thought he said we didn't have enough. Hold it. Eek. Trucy. Nobody move. What's the meaning of this? Who are you? There'll be no verdict in this court. Not yet. Wait, are you one of the Kitakis? Kitakis, you mean the notorious gangsters? You don't see me give the pretty little girl a new smile. Do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes. What? This court will not bow to pressure from the Kitakis. Here, Judge. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman. Erg, recess, 20 minutes. Or I promise you, you'll regret it. But wait, how did he disappear so fast? He's a ninja! Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo. So we have no choice but to adjourn for 20-minute recess. Hey, catch that mysterious man. Wow, exciting! Okay, we come back into it. We come back in swinging. Wow, it was really like 2 minutes after we saved. We'll just save it with the one we just did. Ba, 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 ba. Trucy! Trucy! You move quick, Apollo. Good show, good show. Trucy, you're okay. I thought... she did a magician's trick with her cloak. Made it seem like there was somebody behind her with a knife. Stiff, stop ball. Don't cry, Apollo. Grr, those good-for-nothing gangsters. There's some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else... Ah, well, what the heck is that? Surprised? It's one of my best tricks. The amazing Mr. Hat. Pretty clever trick, huh? Look, marvelous, darling. He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I am a big head. Ha ha ha. What do you think? Do you like it? You mean you, Trucy? There are some things you just don't do. Hi. I'm pressing charges. Oh, now is not the time to be threatening me. She was being threatened here. My stupid hair won't stay boxed in. Huh? Remember what you said to Waki's father yesterday. He promised you save his son. That testimony was rock solid. What are you suggesting I do? Okay, hold on, I'm going to put my tea back. Look, once the judge declares verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will. Trucy, no more staged abductions, please. Want to talk about magic, Apollo? I know when the witness isn't confident. I can perceive what he's feeling. Hey, Mopar, how's it going? Let's give you a loggerly wave. I mean, anything, but it's all we've got. You can see what he's feeling. Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times. All the times there's a contradiction. I don't remember. Actually, I don't remember them exactly. Good thing I do. There are 2 times when he made statements he wasn't confident in. Each time, there was a contradiction. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It's pointed at the man pulling the stand. Tossed the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. He said the man tossed aside the pistol, but it turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough, there was a contradiction. Well, that's true, but how does that help us? When he's flipping through the pages, you notice anything? He made a statement he wasn't confident in. He displayed a certain habit. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. Pointed at the man pulling the stand. Did you see, at the very moment he said the word pistol, his fingers got all tense and he fiddled the corner of the page in his book. I was supposed to see that. Okay, I didn't see that. Well, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're doing, well, not bad anyway. Could be worse. I can see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker? What? I was sat next to Daddy during his big matches. I can see what his opponents were feeling. You mean that's how Mr. Wright won all those games? It's not cheating, officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything. I wasn't there all the time, either. Dad's quite good at poker, after all. Not good enough to go undefeated that long. Great, so he cheated, but what does that do for us? I don't believe this. You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony, perceive the truth. Watch testimony. Perceive the truth. One thing I'm perceiving is that I'm going to lose. Not true. Dad said so. He said you have the power, Apollo. You have the power! Mr. Wright said that? Watch testimony. Perceive his true feelings. Is she serious? Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo. What was it you said before the trial started? Huh? Mr. Wright's not here today. He said his old foot injury was acting up. Yes, he smiled when he said it. We'll be fine as long as you're there, Trucy. This really about us being fine? Well, that aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. Time to show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice. Let's do it. Apollo, you know, I'm starting to think I can do this. I knew you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing. Try to cover Mr. Hat as best you can. I swam from the coast, and boy, are my arms tired. Right, sigh. How are we supposed to cover for Mr. Hat? Court's now back in session? Right, we're fine. I'd like to say to the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice. Oh, you mean me? Do you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? Alright, him. Don't worry about him. I settled that. You settled that? Yes. It was, Out-of-court settlement, right. As Fraulein would have us believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion, now you see it. Now you don't. Am I right? Brandon Fox. Whoa, what is this? What is this? I don't know. I've never seen this one before. Look at it. Alright, hold on. Oh, that's nice. I like it. That's very pretty. I don't want to move too much, because for me, my legs move when I move my head. This is Bellflower? Very nice. I think he's onto me. I wish he would stop being so cool. Let's dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness? Alright. The defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something. There's no issue with the witness's previous testimony. I'll grant your request. However, this court will not permit stalling for time. Understood, Your Honor. Don't forget, Apollo. When he's unsure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. He's fiddling with the book the whole time. Look at him go. He's fiddling it right now. Cannot prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Okay. I simply leave the scene in good conscience. I use my cell phone to call the police. Police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later. I saw no one else. Okay, so we perceive. Fiddling with pages there. Okay. I'm sure I'm qualified to watch testimonies after all. Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot. Focus. Following it were that easy. My ears hear what he says. My eyes see his expression. I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? The heartbeat! Well, what's this? My bracelet? The killer's getting near! What's going on? My message feels different somehow. I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you? Apollo. You're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony. I know it sounds crazy. My bracelet is trying to tell me something. Okay. Okay, let's focus on what we got. Alright, press there. So you called immediately after witnessing the murder. Please undoubtedly I have a record of the call. Why not check with them? Wait, Apollo. That has to be it. Wait, you mean his habit? Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. One time he even had the book open was here. Which means this is the place to look for this habit. I don't know how I know, but I know. Know what? It's my bracelet. It's different, somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness. Your bracelet? I'm not sure I get this focus stuff you were talking about, Trucy. But I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. Okay, throw the bracelet at him. Okay, I just need to touch the bracelet with R as it reacts to testimony. What's going on? I can see the witness's face. His expression so clearly, it's filling my mind. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else. Apollo? Trucy, what's happening to me? This is what I meant by focusing. Focusing. In the state you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does. This is kind of freaking me out. Sort of Mr. Stickler's twitch, his habit. You remember it, right? Sure, when he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with a page on his book. You got it. Right now, you're looking at the witness's face. And your eyes are sort of bugging out. I bet they are. First, move your focus attention down to Mr. Stickler's hand. His hand? You know what to look for now. You have to be looking at the right place. She's right. I can only see his face like this. I'm trying to change my viewpoint. Perfect. Now you're really ready. Ready for what? Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch. Perceive! Let's see the witness talk as you focus. And watch for his habit. Right, you mean when he fiddles with the page. That's right, let's just take a little closer to perceive with R. Find his weak spot, and I guarantee you'll be able to give him the royal flush. Looking like a true poker head's daughter. I'm a magician, thank you very much. I have to pay attention to his words and his fingers. That's gonna be hard, because the words are down here. Or if you miss it, you can always try again. Right, look at that. Nervous twitch. Here comes justice. There we go. I used my cell phone to call the police. Okay. Alright, I used my cell phone. Call the police, okay. How do you say we're done? How do you say we're done? Oh, hold on. Confirm. Gotcha. I saw it. I saw it just now. I can see it. Mr. Justice, do you have something to say? All this banging of desks is quite bad for my circulation, you know. Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone. Well, what are you talking about? I'm curious now about the cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask you a few questions? What to ask? I see his phone. I see his phone. I want to see it. Mr. Stickler, please show me your cell phone. Erk? Well, why? Whatever for? Show me and you'll find out. Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see. You don't have it? Mr. Stickler, is this your cell phone? Yeah, well, where did you get that? That's the phone from yesterday. Look, a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath his tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. Oh, I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment? Wait a minute. What is the meaning of this? This cell phone was found yesterday. In the Maractus Clinic garage. The Maractus? Why, that's where the victim lived. Yerk, that's impossible. He's filling with the pages again. Look at him go. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police? Weeook. It's true, I didn't have my cell phone that night. That's why it can be said that I called the police from the public payphone. A payphone? So you didn't call on your cell phone? After all. Just where was his payphone located, Mr. Stickler? Indicated with a startling high degree of accuracy. It's right around here. That's quite a ways from the park. I mean, it's not that far. That's what, like 20 yards from the park? That's not far. But why did you lie? There's only one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is the Bellflower outfit. This is the first time we've seen it. Oh, you know what? I'm trying to... Whenever we see the first one, I'm trying refunding. That's gotta remember to do it. Bam. Here. Where do we... If you request... Whenever you find a new one, we'll refund. You know, of course, we do have like 1,000 of them. I'll refund this one. It's ancient, but it should still work, and then we'll complete the rest of them. Bam, complete all. Get them out of the way. Okay. Moving on. The victim's garage. What are you saying? Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Maractus Clinic garage on the night of the murder. This cell phone tells all. But that's ridiculous. That makes it sound like... What 11K? What are you talking about? I'm just, look, it's a new thing I'm trying to do. No promises. Like I stuck in this fellow's garage to commit some crime. That's why we're trying to kill him. Well, Dr. Maractus was killed that night. Well, yes, but no, that line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Backtracking? What are you talking about? Yes, it's true. I lost my cell phone. But you can't prove that I lost it that night. Well, Mr. Justice? That cell phone was dropped the night of the murder. It does raise considerable suspicions as to connection with the crime. Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime. Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? His cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? Can I look at the court record? Okay. We got the mirror. We got the underwear. And what else we got? I mean, the place we found it was awfully suspicious, too. If he had dropped it before... If he had dropped it before, the car would have run over it and it'd be broken. Can I look at this in more detail? The watch? No? Watch strap? Though. What is? I mean, if you want to know the time, you can just look at the phone itself. Alright, sure, Apollo. Thanks. Finally some respect. So what does that tell you? Don't think the details for one. You dropped the phone after all. Can't we prove it, though? Can't we prove it? We want to save? Be safe? Alright, we gotta try the underwear, right? Where's our evidence? Oh, I like your swagger. Air forehead. Hit it. What's this evidence, Mr. Justice? His, they say. Evidence proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder. Is... Nope. Well, prosecutor... Gavin? No comment. Air judge. No, Mr. Justice. Penalty. Oh, remember where we found that cell phone. Well, that's what I wanted to say. If it had fallen on the ground before that night. That's right. The cell phone would have been crushed. Your Honor, one more chance, please. You think it's the cell phone itself? Keep this up and you'll run yourself out of life's worth chances. Cell phone itself. What about you, Gavin? No comment, Air Judge. Nope, cell phone, no good. The mirror? That's a side view mirror. That's what happens. Dr. America actually cars in an accident that took place the night of the murder. An accident? An accident. Happened after 9 p.m. just outside People Park. Why can't we just say where we found it? At People Park, our murder scene. Dr. Mike's car hit a pedestrian. Well, what are you trying to say? In the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident. Which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel. Erk. Ergo, Mr. Stickler? The only time you could have dropped this in that garage was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park. Reorg! Mr. Stickler, you know what this means. You did break into the victim's garage that night. It was most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Are you naming Winston as a suspect in the murder of Pal Maractus? No, stop. This is too much. This can't be happening. Prosecutor, say something. But then why don't we say it? We just told him. I suppose it's worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Pal Maractus. That is, other than this. Our next testimony will be most revelatory. Is Williams prepared? Yes, Your Honor. I know that face. That's the face of guilt. I'm pretty sure he's at least a panty raider. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on my way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness a crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand. All as clear as day. It was him. I saw the victim in the scene. Oh, I wasn't paying attention when he was turning the pages. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in a garage. Oh, yes, well, as you can see, my model cell phone has a defect. It's given to rolling. It's not a wheel! It's quite a pain when I drop it alongside the road, you know. Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, cross-examination, please. That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony. It nervous happens to not be acting up. I didn't see anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around. Right, no problem. I hope. Here comes justice. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. So it was shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed a murder taking place. Hey, well, yes, of course. Instantly, the prosecution received no report of this domestic detail. Mr. Stickler, can you explain yourself? No, I mean, yes, I did go shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket trying out the free samples. It's a deeply spiritual time for me. I'm sure the store clerks would disagree. Think sampling free food counts as a religion? In any case, that night, I sampled to my heart's content and was on my way back home, yes. I must have dropped my cell phone on the way back. Actually, passed in front of the Maractus clinic. Why, yes, that's correct. That's a pretty suspicious pause there. Stickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us the exact route you took on the night of the murder. Of course. So Marcus here, okay, it's along the main road, got it. Right home from there, goes up this way, okay. Right home from there, takes you past the Maractus clinic. This is probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yeah, what was I? I walked on, unaware of my loss. I walked right in that fateful park. When I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. Which entrance did you enter the park from? To be exact, I say I went in from the entrance closest to the Maractus clinic. Same entrance our victim used. You notice anything when you entered? Wheel marks from a noodle stand, for instance? I have no recollection of such a thing, no. Yet though I might have missed the tracks, I could not miss what happened next. I'm a keen observer of the obvious, you might say. I saw the killer of the victim in the stand all as clear as day. This part of the testimony is the key. I know it. Should I press him about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand? I should remember the killer clearly. Sometimes I must repeat myself. It was him, that unscrupulous fox-like fellow in the defendant's chair. He was looking even more unscrupulous at the time, no less. He does look a bit like one of those trickster foxes in Legends of Yore. Slander! Yes, identity is already old territory. Time to have something new. What about the victim? You see the victim quite clearly, too. Oh, clear to me, I assure you. I see, so... how do you look? How do you mean, how? Be specific. I mean, in general. This will refrain from straining to come up with questions. Find the question that lies in your heart and ask that. Yes, Your Honor, great. A judge who moonlights his self-help guru. You haven't remembered the noodle stand? Quite well, yes. For a student of the sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. It said... noodle. Yes, that was it. Remember something quite well. It sure took you a while to tell us. And thank you for telling us that a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Mr. Justice? Oh, what about that sign? Could that be important? The sign on the noodle stand said noodle. Maybe the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony. Is noodle stand's broth really that delicious? I have to go sample the wares one of these days. And it's worth adding to the testimony as well. Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells, it can't be matched up to IVU's cafeteria. Some apply to school merely for a taste of our smart noodles. Nobody applies for smart. I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. I remember the sign on the stand the victim was pulling. It said noodle. So the sign said noodle. You're absolutely sure. He's fiddling with the thing. He's fiddling. Maybe. Hello? Maybe Frank. Yes. In fact, the word unsure isn't even in my dictionary, nor the word uncertain, or... He's wasting time looking that stuff up. Noodle, eh? I like that. Tells you what you're getting. No nonsense. Tells me a lot more than that, actually. Alright, spelling that, Apollo. Should we press this? Let's go and press this just in case. Are you absolutely sure it was a defendant? Stop asking me the same questions over and over. This isn't some kind of makeup test. What's a makeup test, Apollo? I think it's a student like you has to worry about. That's where we learn about how to put on makeup and stuff. I found a weak spot and press it until he breaks. Tabin isn't acting up, which means he isn't lying. I was kind of relying on my bracelet to get me through this one. But he's pretty unsettled. The odds are really high that you can get something out of him. That gleam in your eyes. You're a gambler's daughter through and through. I'm a magician, thank you very much. Noodle stand. Objection! And you're absolutely sure the sign read noodle. Why, just last week, my professor offered me this praise. At least you have a good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. It read, without a doubt, noodle. Which means he's on the other side of it, which means if he called out, like he said claims did, the victim would have turned toward him to the right, which means he would have been shot in the left temple. I see. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that PTSD in your eyes? Let's take a look at our map, shall we? So you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing right here. Here, was it? Although it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from this spot. You think so? Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to please take another look at the stand. And to carefully read what the sign says. See, the sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. Eldunes. Eld? Inconceivable! I'm certain it's definitely Noodle, for sure. Positive. I'm afraid the professor was wrong about that eyesight. I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign he saw changed everything. But it says the sign said Noodle. And he saw it right. What would you say if I told you that there is one spot from which the sign would be read the way Mr. Stickler claims? What? Mr. Justice, show us the spot. Let's actually view the stand from this location. Boop, 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 boop. It just pointed right there. The witness was standing here, on the opposite side. How do you know that? And when viewed from the south, the sign on the stand reads El Dunes, as we know. However, over the other side of the stand, oh, this side says Noodle. Exactly, the name of the stand is split between the front and back signs. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You missed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south. Yow, you got me. So what? So what? What does it matter if you saw the killing from the north or south side? Makes no difference at all. He's right. Travel far enough to south, and you end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? Changed everything. Apollo? Trucy, remember his testimony from before? But to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. The killer and the victim are facing each other here. Then the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts. At which point the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. That's why the bullet hit him in the right temple. No contradictions, right? Right. But if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario. Completely, Mr. Stickler stops where he is now, and the victim looks in his direction. Told you! Bam, bam, bam. The bullet would have hit his left temple. Ah! In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible. That's right. So now that we know that Mr. Stickler is standing on the northern side, the wound location takes on an entirely different meaning. Indeed, you're absolutely correct, Fraulein. I disagree. I think the... Hold on. I think the issue... Okay, so... I think the issue is that... I'm betting he wasn't the one pulling the cart. This guy was not pulling the cart. I think this guy was pulling the cart. I think he stole it. But I don't know why. I don't know. Indeed, you're absolutely correct, Fraulein. What meaning? Internal wounds on the right side of the victim's head, correct? The right side of the victim's head is north. North. Ah! Oh, well, maybe not. So he shot him. There's a trash can. That's where the witness, Wesley Stickler, was standing. Correct, so he was standing to the north. And the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. Yeah, Order! Oh, the apple didn't fall apart from the tree. She just put this whole case on his head while I was still figuring it out. Clarify one point for me, if you would. Air forehead? I mean, maybe. But would we have enough force to penetrate the skull? It doesn't like a very big pistol. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Well, I can't say exactly looks innocent. But something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer. No, please, looks aside, I'm really a nice guy. All my friends say so. Yeah, I know all the nice guys I know go around telling how nice they are. Let's see what the defense has to say. What are you gonna do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler? Accuse of another crime. I don't think Wesley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. His usual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why now. The word confession isn't in my dictionary. Tisk, 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 Air Forehead. I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate Herr Stickler's silence. Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness of just now for a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears. Guy, I know he's guilty of something. What crime other than murder is there? Have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? Your evidence? The court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. This supports the witness's involvement in the crime. I'll do this one. Something tells me this isn't one of those good silences. Something else to say, Mr. Justice? One more chance, please? By all means, but your effort wasn't wasted. Look, a brand new penalty. Is it not that? Please reveal your thoughts to the court. I know he's guilty of something. How other than murder is there? Is it the other? Let's throw this one. Evidence. It's oh, come on! The evidence is this. What? Is that women's underwear? Hey, those are mine. Don't look at me like that! Wow. Delayed reaction. It's like I had to wait for it to be translated. We found the other one at the scene. Order, order, order. I thought maybe because we found it in the trash can at the park. Mr. Stickler. Well, I can't say this comes as a shock. It's not what it seems. By Pythagorean theorem, that's not a thing. I swear it. It's Pythagorean. On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Maybe she is chased, but the disaster flees and hides himself in no other place than the Miraculous Clinic garage. Aha! Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree. Please, hear me out. It's not what it looks like. Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. It's not what it seems. Gasp. So, are we to understand that you were silent not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments? Ah, snowballs! Perhaps you're not aware that my school's name was originally written IV. Pretty sure that one didn't hit me in the face. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant, you see? Your point? I'm not done. Now I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach us if not curiosity? Yes, we have the IVU, science department, are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater challenge to science than a mystery? Objection! They've never talked to a girl before, so they have to take their panties. Come on, you're talking about a girl's panties here. No, you don't understand. Mystery is unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. My friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land. What? From the moment I first tried out to them, I was compelled to investigate. For science! Why did my ear flop like that? A full-size car tire was only the first mystery those panties revealed. A full-size car tire? Why does Mary keep doing that? A full-size car tire is only the first mystery those panties revealed. A tire? Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. That's not all. First there was a tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. He's Star Wars Sage still. So he's not a pervert, he's just a moron. Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar. Huh? He's talking about my magic panties trick. I don't know if that makes better. I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties? It mocks the very laws of physics. A broom and a frozen chicken. Trucy? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits? Mr. Stickler? You don't want to pull doves and bunny rabbits out because they're living things. You still go with panties to understand a magic trick? You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object for serious study. I wonder. There has been a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you? I'm sorry, but I did it for science. Each time I spotted a pair of panties flapping in the breeze, I thought maybe this would be the pair that would elucidate the mystery. Even the night as she chased me through the streets, I wept tears of joy. Perhaps this is the night that I will seize the truth that lies within those panties. Yeah, woe was I, for once again the lacy heart-patterned truth slipped through my fingers. Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. You've heard our witness's other lie, yes? Witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but he was in fact in the north. Indeed. No one can explain why he lied about that. Be my guest, Air Forehead. Be me. Did I hear you correctly? Did I say you do not accuse the witness of murder? Why then did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or we have you no idea? Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. Think about it right now, where Mr. Stickler was standing. Isn't there Mr. Justice, what say you? Any evidence to show why the witness lied about his location? Bam! The evidence shows why he lied? Is this? That's why I tried to present first, 'cause that's where he says he was. What, more panties? How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, Air Forehead? These last, honest. The rest of them are underneath his pants. These are found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, we can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood. Mr. Stickler, you didn't. Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties. So, these panties are your handiwork as well? That night, I had been chased, hounded into the miraculous clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. You see how I felt? Believe me, I'd rather not. I hid in the garage for a short while, then abandoning the panties I made for home. To avoid the offices where the girl works, I went toward the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there on the clothesline by the giant mansion. A giant pair of panties. Apparently I didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob. I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home. When I stumbled upon a murder. The murder of Dr. Maractus. I reported what I had seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. Or they searched me. That's who you suppose of the bloomers? Yes, it was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had to be born. Fascinating if disturbing tale. This brings today's proceedings to a close. If I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial. One last thing, if I might. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin. Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely, the defendant, Waki Kitaki, was at the scene of the crime, and he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Waki Kitaki has a clear motive. Indeed, the defendant, Waki Kitaki, is still the prime suspect in this case. Only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else on the scene at the time. Yet, a mystery remains. Location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. The court requests further investigation from both the defense and the prosecution. Yeah, baby. No problem. Very well, this brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned. Alright, we're gonna pause here and go brush. I'll be right back. Brush, brush, brush. come back with 19 seconds to spare. And then we'll continue, okay? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're back. Court is adjourned. Oh, I guess I should have gone this far. Was not expecting another save point. We're doing okay. We'll stay with this one. Alright. Next chapter. How many chapters are there? I know there's like 4 episodes this one. What train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of that trial alive. Really? I had fun. And Waki made it through okay too. Everyone's too obsessed with pages to bother with the real case. It was good publicity. Rise of the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly. Yeah. Amazing Mr. Hout will be making an appearance. Hi, folks. I'll be here all in a week. That's about enough of him. Hello? Ah, Miss Tiala. Thank you for today. The trial went well. Oh, right. No problem. Do you think Waki will be okay? Well, he's not guilty. Yet. Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month. Oh, congratulations. Gotta wait for the pressure on a guy. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Let's talk. Are you sure about marrying into the Taki family? I'm fine with it. And I love Waki with all my heart. Oh, that's so sweet. Does it bother you that you'll be, married to the mob? Wow, I caught it! That's a movie, I think. I don't think so. I never saw the movie. My parents are against it, of course. Say, where did you and Waki first meet, anyway? Good question. Miss Tiala doesn't look like the type to have gangster connections. Oh, I met at my old job, actually. Office romance. She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she? Was she like a stripper or something? Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Oh, really? Mr. Taki wants to quit being a gangster? He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He only announced it recently, out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks. Oh, I wonder if it explains that apron. I can't imagine Waki going along with that. He's highly motivated, isn't he? That's not the word I would have used. He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think it's that ancient boys want to make a mark on the world. That's not the way I would put it. His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Taki family's been making a killing recently. Again, not the way I would put it. But Waki says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Oh, generation gap. They've even got the ever-classic what about the family business thing going. Usually it's the father worried about tradition. Can I ask you a question about Waki? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Maractus. Apparently, yes. I was in his clinic about a half a year ago. He messed up my ops something bad. But he just lets me go, without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up again. Yes, it sounded horrible. Waki's always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid. I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved. It's gunfighting. Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he's just trying to scare us. It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus Clinic a visit. I should be getting home now. Waki's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Right. Leave it to me. Oh, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? Teehee, it's alright. I believe in you. Alright, let's go. To the clinic! I guess. Wait, do we go here or do we go... No, I think we need to be there. I need to move this way. Can we just go in? I'm interested in Maractus Clinic. Balls and posters so highly polished I can see my face in them. Wait. My hairdo's a little flat. There. Perfect. Can we not go in? Alright. I guess not. Check the garage, I guess. Alright, let's go somewhere else. Poor sleepy puppy. I guess we'll go to the mansion. Why not? Nope. She's still trying to get in there? It's been like a whole day. Go to the park. Hey, what else we got? That lady really wants to go for her speed walk or whatever she does. Alright, we got something new here. Looks like Milwaukee's out for questioning. We need to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later. Excuse me, yes? Those suspects all through questioning, sir. The other? Ah, you mean the painting statue? Wesley Stickler, so they arrested him, too. Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. Hope I don't regret this. He's a valuable witness. He's a bit precious, I'll give him that. Please, keep this brief, if you would. I'm quite busy. Brief like briefs? Get it? It's an underwear joke. Well, maybe not. Can you finish this paper? New York, it's you! Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you. Very well, as long as they're few. Nothing will make me happier, believe me. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait, I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? Yes, that night. I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it's my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more. So as long as you steal for curiosity, it's fine? Okay. You want to know the trick to my panties, right? You're here too? How do you miss her? She's not exactly subtle. That's actually a magician thing. I think they try not to be subtle. Like, they want to be flashy. They want you looking at the bright pendant. They want you looking at the bright red scarf. They want you looking at the spangle, the bright buttons. They want you looking everywhere but where they want, you know, where they're doing the trick. Okay, Trucy, teach me. Eh? I must know the secret of your panties. My very existence hangs in the balance. Please make me your apprentice. Apollo, help. I don't know. I think you'd make a great, lovely assistant. Don't say that, Apollo. Did you relate what you saw that night of the murder to us one more time? Why not? There hardly a difference from the testimony I gave in court. You know, it was in there in the park that night. This one I'm quite certain. He's pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. So I shouted, "Stop, you two. Let's resolve this like gentlemen." Next moment, a shot was fired. This is all true. Really, my pains are gone, my innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? I can't think of anything he wanted to hide it more than the panty snatching. True. Not that Walkie was at the scene of the crime, after all. I wish it weren't so. Alright, so do we have anything we can present him? I don't think we do. Let's move. Alright, let's go back here. Alright, let's worry about this later. Let's walk. Alright, we wanted to go here. Wait, we haven't gone to the clinic in a while. Alright, something new just popped up here. Hey, it's Mr. Eldoon. Oh, Mr. Eldoon! Humph. What's wrong? So, you found my stand. That's why I'm here, to thank you. Ah, but now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go. I see. How could a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trucy doll. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell you. Bah. Can't even cook an honest noodle. He? Even in death. You mean the victim, Dr. Maractus? I tell you, it's enough to drive him in to make his soup even saltier. Remember to never eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. That stand, for generations, has served up the very best noodles us Eldoons could make. A dish of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand. It's history, I tell you. Watch you say or it might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldoon. A single stand passed down from generation to generation. Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it. Oh, I did get some good news today. So I took got some blood work done. And I was a little bit worried because I had some blood work done a few months ago. I was just taking up stuff. Don't stress. I'm okay. And I had high blood sugar. And so I talked to the doctor about it, and the doctor's like, well, how recently had you eaten? And I was like, I literally ate lunch and then drove to get my blood taken. So it's like 30, 45 minutes. And she was like, oh, well, that could probably do it, but we ought to get tested again just to be safe. Because I'd been tested for diabetes before, and it came up, I wasn't even pre-diabetes, I was fine. Yeah, blood glucose. Blood glucose? You know, blood sugar? Because you know how I get low blood sugar sometimes? And so, I went and got another blood test. Yeah, you can. Depends on what they're testing for. Treeborn, depends on what they're testing for. The doctor said I didn't have to eat, I didn't have to fast. If you're doing fasting blood work, yes. But if you're not doing fasting blood work, then it's fine. So anyway, I went again, but I didn't eat right before. I did eat breakfast, but I went before lunch. And my blood sugar was completely normal. Everything was fine. I got a little bit low on protein. There's some number, bun number. I can't remember what it is, but I remember bun. But that's all I remember. And I looked it up, and that means, and there are a lot of things that could cause it, but not eating enough protein is one of the more common ones. At least the most likely one for me. Because, you guys know I'm mostly vegetarian. I don't eat a lot of meat. I eat very little meat. So I think I just had a little bit of low protein. So I ordered some whey protein powder. So I'm gonna start just throwing a little bit of that and stuff. B12? I get my water mix has B12 in it. I don't know. Anyway, I just want to let you guys know that I don't have diabetes. I'm good. You want to know what the thing is? What it was? Let's see if it's still on my phone. There's where I was looking up. Okay, let's see. Bun/creatine levels. Bun/creatine. Wait, maybe I should have gotten the protein powder with creatine in it. I didn't. Oh well. But to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it. Yeah, the cheapest one had a whole bunch of stuff in it, and I was like, that seems a little bit weird. And so I went for the one that's like no sugar added. You know, the one that doesn't scream out, bodybuilder. It's just a little bit of protein. It's chocolate peanut butter flavored. No added sugar, no added milk, no lactose. I didn't plan on doing it. Anyway, that's right, it said something about that. I ordered it on Amazon though, and I got it on the ship and save or whatever. And so it's not going to be here for, till the 9th, I think. So it's going to be a little over a week. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks. That'd be fine though. It'll probably be fine. Until then, I'll just try to eat a little bit more. It'll be okay. Why is that? Okay, sorry. That's right, it said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it? Good memory, Trucy doll. I was gonna go get her back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune. Mr. Eldoon, I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef? Wow, that old noodle's eye, that's what I say. I'm trying to get an idea of what he did, anyway. He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. And I don't even have that. Mr. Eldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Maractus clinic? Eh? I couldn't help but sense intimacy there. Enmity? I hate him. or hated him, acted like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud. Excuse me? He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success. The mob. You mean the Kitaki family? They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Rakta saw a chance for some business. So he started giving the Kitaki family a good deal. A deal? Every 5th operation for free. He sold the idea for my pops. 1 free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say. Can doctors decide to do that? What about the insurance companies? Oh, no doubt it's illegal. But it got him in good with the family. Pretty soon he's getting all the business in town. Leave me here in the dark. Out of my neck and soupy noodles. I can't figure out Mr. Eldoon's former occupation. Care to ask, Apollo? Were you a doctor? Mr. Eldoon, or should I say Dr. Eldoon? Figured out, did you? Who would go to this guy as a doctor? That's right, I was a doctor. A surgeon. Until the year before last. So Mr. Maractus was your rival? You like those onions they put in the soup broth? Yeah, kinda. Take a spoon, you drink some broth. Those onions will find their way in there. For people who like them, that's just fine. For people who hate them, I hate onions, hate them. Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. Well, that's what he was. An onion boy, that's what I called him. So you weren't exactly friends. Ha, me and pal Maractus? Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. Then he'd do it better than me. Just blow it right past me without so much as a howdy. I see. That's right. I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. Then that no-good onion boy comes along. Well, Trucy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that. Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's ramblings. No, it's fine. By the way, apology. If you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by. Huh? You're investigating Maractus, aren't you? Yes? Well, you want to know about a doctor. You ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. You say to me if you need something, Trucy doll. Right. Thanks, Mr. Eldoon. I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. Before we go, Taco! Taco! No, give me Taco. No, Taco in my face. Taco. No. Let's present him this case chart and see what he says. Sorry, Sunny Boy. My interest is for my stand and precious little else. Be cracking on that case. Give me back my stand. I'm begging you. Alright. Well, we got to check out the clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? What guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me. Hey, it's you two from yesterday. That's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. It's over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. It's not involved. But what part of off limits do you not understand? Should we prove the clinic is connected to the incident in the park? Or beat it? No harm in asking. No gain either. No point sticking around here, I guess. Alright, we're gonna have to go back. We gotta grab the shoes out of the trash can, I think. Oh, she's back. The thumb lady. Yep, she's back. Hey, you two. Over here. Us? Yo, little plum. What's up? I think all this gangstery is a negative influence on Trucy. I heard you retrieved my bloomers. Oh, boy, I was just doing... man speaks clearly. And takes credit where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yes, sorry, I caught him. Cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. But enough about bloomers. What about my son, Waki? Waki? Well, he's, clearly. Yes, ma'am. This is why I was kinda hoping we could avoid coming back here. He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster, dude. Life does have an appeal for that age. Particularly for boys. What? Don't look at me like that. He was shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yes, we heard the story from Waki. We didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone. What? Jack says he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom. Her words do have certain weight to them. Hopefully when this is all taken care of. He and the boss can sort out the differences. The boss? You mean Waki's father? They seem to be on the best terms, do they? It's true. One of our pistols is missing. So the murder weapon was from this mansion? I kinda figured given the difficulty of painting a gun these days. None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Waki could have taken it. I see. I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe it's a sign that it's time for a change. Wahahaha. Doesn't seem too concerned, at least. Yeah, Waki's fiancé. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. She's been staying over lately. You don't look too happy about that, little plum. How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Waki brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot. I can see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough. But you know... Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in the business too long. And you start to only see darkness in people. You get a nose for it. A nose for people, a nose for trouble. You think she did it? Huh, I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster, only its version of female intuition. The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him. But Waki seemed, well... seemed like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties by the shadier side. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Waki isn't too enthusiastic about the change. It's true. But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? Wahahaha. It pays. We need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. I see. Something must be up. I'll see things the way the boss sees them. Someday. Trash can. This is where we found the mirror. Come think of it, wasn't there something else in here? Up near the bottom? Look at the paint on these. That means these must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's accident. Maybe they're connected. Let's pick them up. Well, now she can carry two things. Alright, let's move. Back to the clinic. Sorry, it's any more. Get back on the case. Get back to my stand. I'm begging you. How do we get in there? Like... This car's parked in front of America. Clinic. It's with the inside investigating. If there's nothing to see here, why are they still in there? Alright, maybe with this we don't have what we need yet, yeah. We haven't been back here in a while. Let's go back. Nope. Oh, we can go back here and check. See if he's available. I was hoping to meet my client. Waki Taki just finished questioning. I'll bring him out. Great. Finally. Yo, what's up, my little imposter? Eek. Well, what did you call me? Sam, it's you? Sorry, G. I thought you were Alita. My little imposter sure is a strange nickname. Is she an imposter? Is she murdering people? Did you see her vent? It's a clink thing. Dang, you wouldn't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poster, like poster girl, alright? If you're going to drop part of that, why not drop the poster and just call her girl? Because you're so much more than that, G. She's like an angel. A fallen angel. So, what can I do for you? What can I do you for? You don't look so chipper today, Waki. Worried about your, heart condition, maybe? That was the wackest thing of all. All of she's lining up and taking... I didn't know that. Boop. I never fixed the double boops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I never fixed the double boops. Oops. Oh, now I gotta find it. Gotta find it. Where is it? Ah! Gotta find the boop. There it is. Oh. We lost a line. Okay, that fixed it. I think what I need to do is this. Make it always face camera, I think, is the answer. Alright, let's try sending the signal again. That should be good. Yeah, oh. Okay, we should be good. Alright. Let me test it. See what you guys think. Oh, it's going the wrong place, too. It's kind of going to my neck. Oh, I figured it out. Figured it out. That's on my to-do list. I just got distracted by the other thing I was working on. Yeah, I know it's double. The double's... I didn't turn off... I mean, I can turn off double. I can turn off the double. All I gotta do is go... Yeah. Turns off the double. Alright, double's off. That's waxing of all she's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better die young and fade away, Bizoy. Relief to hear. Okay, well, what's relief? What did your father not tell you? That boat you carry so close to your heart, and not attend to immediately, it could kill you. Man, are you trying to hear that? Maybe if I suspect was valuable to him, you know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, go get a leader for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you? Lawyer, not gopher. So I hear you're to be married next month. Fade up. We poured the nuptial 40 out on the stoop. Lita, oh, Snapple Cakes. She's so fine. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. I was wondering, how did you meet to meet? I asked Tiala, but she was very vague. Cookie! No, eat cookie. No, get my face, cookie. Huh? Well, man, she wouldn't tell you. I best hold my tongue. You feel me? Put some lotion on. My hands are so dry. I can eat better. What? Man, what's past is past. She knows that. When I'm with Lita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there. You feel me? And my Lita, she's down with that all the way. So both of them are mum about their past. Think you tell us what happened with you and Pal Maractus? There's something you should know. The Katakis are having what you might call a feud with the Revala's family. It's just Rival's family. So about 6 months back, I go into Revala's turf packing a knife, right? And you were shot? Coolest thing I've ever seen. One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the world. Kataki family, you know? You know that? So we're taken to the Maractus clinic then. You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss's son die, you know? I need to have been in that doctor's shoes. Mr. Kataki's scary enough when he's not angry. But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed. And it's still threatening his life. That doctor, he did it on purpose. Wallace paid him off, I'm sure of it. I need to hear more about the night of the murder. That much is clear. I have a family is a G thing. It's about being a man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what you're saying, so I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is. But my old man, he's going soft. He says the old rival game days are over. He just wants to make money. Isn't that a good thing? And there ain't no soul in making money. Better live fast and die young. Oh, shizzle. Sigh. Wait till I run the yard. And everyone will know what time it is. That's right. OG time all the time. Represent. Paula, why does he keep talking about old guys? I think that's what OG means, Trucy. Alright, let's move. I still want to go here. I don't know how to get in there anymore. Why don't we go back to him? Leave me alone. I understand begging you. You're going here? I'm looking for things that are changing. Nothing's changing. What do we got? Nothing here either. We can try presenting stuff to him. Yeah, whatever. Seems preoccupied. I'm not sure you even looked at my evidence. Alita, man. Alita. About these weapons, the pistol and the knife. They belong to the family. I snuck them out that night. So the killer Mr. Stickler says he saw that night was... Guess it was me. I was there after all. Gak, we're finished. I'm Milwaukee. You think you could tell us exactly what happened that night? Heh. You don't beat around the bush, do you? I like your style, Shorty. So what happened? Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him? I don't know. Eh? They had a checkup. When I found out about the bullet by my heart, I borrowed a gun from my family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste for his own bad medicine. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that? Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say. I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him in the park, and he's dragging this noodle stand behind him. Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? You value your life, you'll bring the stand. Shorty, you're more whack than I am. That's saying something. But I was serious. Thing is, I don't remember what happened next at all too well. You don't remember? The way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else there that night, then I guess it probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying? Can we not get in here somehow? Let us in! Alright, we already talked to him. Now we got one thing left. That's right, Sonny. When you're bringing my stand home. I'm ready. Can't you see I'm ready? I guess that stand's back home. The case is not closed. Hear me? Yeah, I'll avoid talking about the stand in the future. Alright, we'll go talk to Trucy and see if she knows what's going on. So, any leads? One moment. Shazam! Alakazam! Whoa, evidence keeps flying out of nowhere. That's all. Neat, huh? Yeah, real neat, sigh. I'll use his own stuff. I feel like we have to be able to show something here, but we can't. There's some campaign. What are we doing? And who else do we have to talk to? Anything about the gun? Anything about the knife? Wait, something new here. Look at that crowd over by the park. Why are people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene? Why are those girls screaming? I think I just heard one say, "Oh my god, it's him." Wait, that motorcycle. It isn't. Air Forehead. Oscar Gavin. Some fans found me on my way out, just by luck. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, he's so cool. That's the screams. New album just came out, you know? Try waving to them. They love it. Oh, he's so cute. Ha ha ha. They're so excited, it doesn't matter who waves to them. See? This is surreal. So you were here investigating? I was on my way home, and my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? Motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad it looks like such a nice bike, too. I believe it could break just from that. Heck, it's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clogged exhaust and they won't run. Machines, tell me to share my angst, Air Forehead. I had a bicycle, actually. Is that why he took the noodle cart? But you have to pull the noodle cart, you don't ride it. Hey, in any event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. Taking charge of the scene in front of me, in any case. Detective, you mean the one in the lab coat? Yeah, she's in a foul mood, too. Be gentle. Off we to scene, baby. Oh my god, there he goes. In the forecast of the park today, gloomy skies. Nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Apollo. Alright, let's go in the park. What got? Does something about this scene look different to you? What's different? The tarp's gone. Maybe that's it? Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there. I fucked detective from yesterday. There's Leaf. There's Leaf. That's Leaf who supported. Seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can. It's under a lot of stress. Investigation probably not going so well. Hey, you there. You're going to talk about someone behind their back. Do it more quietly, please. Protect Sky, hello. Feeling as gloomy as ever? This is miserable, miserable. I just got a new kit, and I can't get the stuff to work. Everyone's all smiles for the that glimmerous fob. Glamorous? Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin? What the point? Does she mean glamorous? The box of shiny chains catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. It's distracting. Munch, 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 munch. Munch, 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 munch. Being distracting. So I guess I just have to accept the fact that I lack talent. I was trying out some sort of new forensics technique. How are we doing with ad time? 20 minutes. Okay. Damn it, I want to look at the leaf. Poor Mr. Eldoon. His stand's been standing here since this whole thing started. No one's at home here in the park now. I think it should be made into a playhouse for children. I think its owner would disagree. Perhaps over here yesterday are gone. I want to check the sky and put them out. Yeah, the only thing they were covering is the ground. Oh, you know, I think I see something there. A print! A print? Can we zoom in? Enhance? I guess not. Claire Sky, you know Mr. Wright, correct? How you know my daddy? I want details. Well, he helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. Wasn't she saying something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I always said you become a forensic scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now. Well, I failed the test. But, you know, rank and title don't mean it matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. I've always thought that too. And my heart is full of science. That's why I brought this kit through the mail. Through mail order. And I'm gonna test it here before the forensic team arrives. Are you sure that's okay? I won't lie, I'm not fond of the man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous, right? The prosecutor should be cool, of wit, and furrowed of brow. Less glamorous and more simorous, you know? No, actually, I don't. Well, that, and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney badge. What? Really? He was the one? You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. I'm neither a boy nor one of his, but let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? Never actually heard the details. Investigate. It's better you learned it for yourself, anyway. Do you mind me asking exactly what it is you've been doing? Falling down on the ground like that. Oh, you want to know? Do you? Is that a plaster kit for footprints? So you need a footprint? Well, that's purged on your toy. You splurged. You mean it wasn't a police issue? What is it? I see a roller and glue. It's plaster. It's a footprint analysis kit. Footprint. It was raining on the night of the murder, which means that footprints were left. Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue tarps? Right, the ground was muddy. Tried to protect it as it was that night. Everyone knew exactly where someone was standing? Like your painting statue stood in windows, for instance? Aha, so with that kit. Right. What? Want to try this stuff out? Huh? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of on opposing teams and all. Oh, Pshaw, you're friends. And tell the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. Guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help. I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should I give it a go? I'll give it a try. Okay, I'll give it a go. That's the spirit. Wait, allow me to explain. One moment. She's reading the instructions for her kit. Honestly, that does not fill me with confidence. First, I have to pick the footprint, in this case, the shoe print we want to analyze. Take liberty of marking all the shoe prints in the park. What shoe print should we start with? I want to verify the defendant's account. Here's the place to start. Okay, we'll start over here. Shoe prints, prepare to be examined. What's so exciting? Alright, here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just press space where you want to pour the plaster. Like this. Okay, well that doesn't look too hard. Run out of plaster in your beaker before you're done. You have to start over. Not bad, you're handier with that than you look. What's that supposed to mean? Well, next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right, it's already white. Just space the plaster for the dryer. Isn't it already? Oh, it is. Yeah, it's just gray. Give it a shot. Oh, just hold it down. Just hold down that mouse. This is a little tedious. It's hard and nicely. Let's take a look. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. The next step? Use rolled ink to just the shoe print part. Pull that roller tight now with space and roll it up and down. You want to get enough ink on there for good print. Alright, good enough, I guess. Right now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Splat. Let's see if we get a match. Let's check the witness. No. Analyze. Looks like he was facing the wrong direction. So shoe prints belong to Walkie-Talkie after all. He's in the parking lot of the crime. Wow, I can almost see the science at work. Don't you love it? Anything else feels better. She's way more into this than I am. Let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here, solving the correct case. The science. That's certainly brighten your mood. Hey, Sky. Mind if we give it another go? Right on. Leave no print unanalyzed, I say. I start with this one. Or go ahead, this one. Well, that's clear. We know clearly who that is. Okay, looking good. Next, dry the plaster. Good enough. Take out the mold. Go next to ink. And now the moment you wait for is take your print. Here goes. So you get a match. Analyze. I mean, that's pretty obvious. You don't really need a computer to tell you. Match found. Shoe was belonged to Wesley Stickler. This confirms his testimony. The final version of it, at least. I don't know where the painting statue was standing. Alright, one more shoe print. Text Sky. Mind if we give it another shot? We'd begin to appreciate the wonder that is forensic science. Which print you want to analyze? This one doesn't make any sense. Uh-oh. Okay, looking good. Next, dry the plaster. I think I went a little bit too far on the shoe. Take out the mold. Okay. Oh, we left that part behind. Yes, it's a good one. Next is the ink. And then let's take our print. Ready, here goes. Splat. Leaf. Huh? That's a funny shoe print. Even shoe? It's strange, so smooth. You have the part with the leaf. Without even looking, this print doesn't match any print in our list. A mystery print. Which was shoes? They say the Max Clinic. Hey. Well, what? The slipper. Look right here. I can see a toe mark. A toe mark? You think we can get a print off that? Sure, toes have prints, just like fingers do, you know. Toko might be a gold mine. Oh, there's one problem. Police station doesn't keep a record of toe prints. So I don't know whose it is. I guess that would be too much to hope for. Still, it might be useful somehow. Let's analyze it. How do we analyze it? Dog? This feels far too smooth to be from a regular shoe. Shoe print of some kind, though, that's certain. So you have to wonder what it's doing here. It's right next to the Eldon's noodle stand. Doesn't make one wonder. Hey, you. Yes? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You don't happen to have something in mind? Something that might have left this mystery shoe print? Mystery shoe print does remind me something. Pretty sure I've seen something like that with the way print like that. You know, I think I have a couple right here. Well, that's why I presented to her in the first place. Well, I think it's these slippers, actually. Slippers? What slippers be doing out here? Look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint, except for... See right here? That spot's shaped like a leaf. Hopefully it was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slippers stepped in paint. Makes sense, doesn't it? Wait, something's written on them. The Miraculous Clinic. Exactly, the victim's clinic. Wait, that means... that someone from the clinic was involved. Why is she standing there eating? I'm Detective Sky. I have a favor to ask. Well, what? Can you just ask us into the Miraculous Clinic? Police won't let us in. They say the murder and the clinic are not connected. It's off limits to us until we prove they are. I should be able to do something for you. Yes. Eh? Really? Well, you did my work for me here with the shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favor. Thank you, Detective Sky. Here, show this to the police. Officer on duty. Right, how are we doing on time? 8 minutes. Okay. Alright, Mark's Clinic, here comes justice. Alright, I'm thinking we take a 2.5 minutes. Real quick. I'll be right back. I need a little bit more water, and I'm gonna brush my tail. I'll be right back. If I can find the right button for it. Button. Refresh. Alright, 2.5 minutes. I'll be back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm sorry. I know I should run 3 minutes. I'm back. A little more water. Let's resume. Alright, let's head back. We can go into the place now. So we go. Oh god. Ah, you two again. When will you learn? Look at me however you want. You're not getting in today. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Look what we have. Official. Please. Sorry, I'm trying to lock my bangs down behind my headset. Under my headset. What's this? Detective Sky. Yesterday it was Prosecutor Gavin. Today it's Detective Sky. Who are you two, really? Now I'm suspicious again. Well, I got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun. Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo. Let's move. To the clinic. Reception. Is that a piranha? Oh, kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it? There's all the slippers. Guess that's a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it. Police guy out front. Wait, there's the bowls. Wasn't so sure. Gotta be where the victim lived. Looks like the police team's gone home for the day. There's some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo. The bowls! Look at all these bowls. They're from Eldon's Noodles. There's Mr. Salty. I think we figured out something out. Maybe have Mr. Eldon must do takeout. Not exactly what I was thinking. All the bowls have been washed clean. We found our first clue, Trucy. Okay. There's a single pair of sandals here. Hey, why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients. They're elitists. They're definitely elitists. Maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Maractus. I think they use his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance in that case. If this patient or visitor isn't still here, I believe without the shoes. Take a close look at these, just in case. The fish? No, I don't want the fish. It's piranha. Ah! Fish. These must be the slippers for patients at the clinic. You do a thing? Take that? Looking. What happened? I have to take care of it after stream, but thank you. So we slippers to patients at the clinic. Same as the pair we found. Of course. Look, a single pair is missing from the rack here, too. Notice that paint on the bottoms. Which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder. Right. Paint's from the hit and run, after all. What were a pair of clinic slippers doing in that trash can? And what were they doing at the scene of the hit and run? Cookie! I don't know. Cookie. Nom 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 nom. I can safely eat cookies now that I know I don't have diabetes. Non-diabetic fox. Clinic reception desk. No one's here, of course. There's a small sign on the counter. Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scalpel. Wow. Brutal, but effective. Look, this door says doctor's office. Think this is the victim's private office? It's not locked. Too bad. Not too bad. I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Like those little bike locks. Don't even bother putting them on when I'm around. That's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about. A random story from college. I had a friend who rode his bike everywhere, and he always locked it up with a bike lock. But then one day, his tires got stolen, and so he was all in distress and took us out there to show where his bike had, somebody had taken the tires off of it. Bike thieves were pretty common on campus, and so we were messing around with it, and then there were like, probably like 4 or 5 of us. And this other guy's like, I think it was his roommate actually, started like playing with the lock, and he managed to take the lock off the bike without opening the lock. Cause it looked like he had wrapped it around so much, but it never actually went around any part of the bicycle. So the thief just took the tires without even noticing the lock wasn't connected to the bike at all. It's very funny. Very silly. So he was lucky all that got taken was is that there's also a lobster in there. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Piranha are freshwater. And lobsters are saltwater. I don't know, it's weird. But not a hobby you want to talk to too many people about. Thump. Ah, Apollo, that sound. Came from behind the store. Someone's in there. Let's check it out. Trucy, it's Alita. It's clearly Alita. No doubt in my mind. I'll break in the left of that window. Wait, Apollo. Too late to catch them now. Must be her experience as a panty snatcher chaser talking. Always tell the police. Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance. You're right. She's better at this than I thought. Than I am. Well, thanks for certain. This clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now. It's Alita. There's no doubt in my mind. The shoes gave it away. Books and papers are scattered around the room. Oh, what a mess. It's worse than Daddy's room. Burglar must have left in a hurry. Even a couple of desk chairs lying on the side. Huh? Juice that spilled out of that cup. It's dry. The messy one wasn't our burger just now. Someone knocked this cup over a while ago and left it. What a cute little safe. Huh, looks like a 4-digit lock. Someone's already entered in 2 numbers. Apollo? 7, wait, do you think the burglar just now was trying to open it? Oh, what's inside the safe? Is there any way we can figure out the last 2 numbers? Oh, we know the first 2 are 7 and 9. There's something in the court record. Maybe they can help us figure out the last 2 numbers? No, I wonder. Got just a thing. Well, I have an idea. I knew it, Apollo. What is it? Well, I know what buttons have been pressed. We can use to find out what the next 2 numbers are. When you press numbers, you have to touch them. With your finger, right? You leave a print. When you open a safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? I actually thought about this, you know, this is such a common thing. This is also how they can get your PIN from your ATM card. If you're not careful. They can just come behind you with a cell phone and use it to measure residual heat. So the best thing to do is put in your code and touch every button. So let's say your code is 1234, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just after you put it in, just touch every button. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. So if we combine the buttons with fingerprints, we'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo. You know they could do that, Treeborn? Maybe. No, I don't think so. COVID is airborne. It has to get in your lungs. As long as you don't touch your face, like don't touch your nose or eyes, you're not gonna get COVID that way. And wash your hands, you know, occasionally. Not bad, Apollo. Let's test it. That's it. You think that's enough dust? Look, you can see the oily finger residue clearly. Seven, 9. There's glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing gloves. Might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open the safe. Give it a shot. Assuming that the burglar knew the combination. That's the way it is in RuneScape. Every time the keypad is different. It opened. Is that a bullet hole? This is like a medical chart. There's an x-ray in here with an x-ray. Oh, can't make heads or tails of it. And I can't read the chart either. It's all in medical speak. The name's easy enough to read. Look, by patient it says Waki Kataki. Is this Waki or client's chart, huh? Oh, this one chart being here in the safe. I see, the physician's signature says Pal Maractus. Eh? Where's Apollo? Look here where it says who filed the chart. Let's see. Nurse Alida Tiala. Alida Tialida. What? Is Waki's fiance. It's one Ida too many. Apollo. Never mind that. What's her name doing in here? How should I know? So I guess it means she's on staff at this clinic. Why did she neglect to mention this before now? I'm sure she had her reasons. And here I thought she was a stripper. Go figure. So Lita Tiala worked in the Maractus clinic. And she had access to Waki Kataki's medical chart. Got the I and Y wrong, Apollo. Very interested to find out what this chart says. Who could help us decipher this? G, I think. Is that a bullet hole? It's like a bullet hole. You can still see the bullet sticking out of it. Why is it in the middle of a safe? Hey, the bullet came out. It was squished. Not surprising given that it was fired into a metal safe. It's supposed to got a story behind it, that's for sure. Anything else of note in the safe? Can we take the cash? Alright. I guess we're good. This potted plant has seen better days. That doesn't make sense either. What is it? Normally burglars are looking for valuables, right? That's true. That's what I would do if I were a burglar. So I look under a potted plant. Ah! Brick! I'm back. Maybe they were looking for the key to the safe. I've heard people putting their house keys under plants, but the key to a safe? Maybe burglars looking for the house keys. Didn't know where fast. Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Hey, the bulb's broken. Broken? Don't you mean burned out? Our cat burglar must have dropped it. Why is it standing up on its floor like that, then? Look at the cord. Oh, there's a red splotch on a part of the cord. Paint? I think that's blood? It's a little bright for blood. Almost pinkish. It's paint. Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. I also noticed the leaves are the same pattern as on the shoe. What's in these jars? Whoa, what are those? The wall's covered with beakers. So moving inside that one. You look, Apollo. Hey, look yourself. You can't. Oh, it's a goldfish. Oh, they're all fish. How many kinds? Our designers had a sixth sense of humor. I thought they were like removed body parts. Is the window? Window's ajar. That's how our burglar escaped. I wonder who it was. Maybe it's just a burglar who happened to peek here. Yeah, there's a patrol car sitting out front. If I were a burglar, I'd come back the next day at least. I'd give it a month myself. Whoever broke in obviously needed to break in today. They want to get him before we did. And they did, but barely. Let's move. Can we grab the shoes out here? Let's check the shoes one more time. Alright, let's go back to Eldoon's. We'll show him the chart. Where is he? Alright, he's not there, so I have to go somewhere else. I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Hey, how'd you know? You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Next, you'll have us analyzing face prints. How cool would that be? You know, oh, put your face here. So we know it. Anyway. Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo. Hey, Sky. I was wondering about this. Trucy. Wait. What? There's vital evidence there. You can't show her that. That's our secret weapon in tomorrow's trial for sure. Oh, clever, Apollo. What I tell you before, if you're going to talk behind someone's back, do it quietly. Oh, yes, yes. Did you find something? Well, scientifically speaking, these are a pair of women's sandals. Pretty cute, too. Found them in the lobby at the Miraculous Clinic. Huh? Say, this sandal has a toe mark. Can we compare it to the sandal? You mean toe print? That I do. You can analyze it just like the fingerprint. So it might be a real windfall. There's one problem. PlayStation doesn't keep record of toe prints. Don't know whose it is. Guess that would be too much help for her. Still, it might be useful somehow. Let's analyze it. Wait. Can we do it? B, zoom in. Hey, fellow, you think this could be a toe print? I'm gonna get a print of this. Let's try it out. Alright, dust. Dust. Dust the whole thing. They look like one of those drug parties. Alright, blow it off. Hey, it worked. Looks like a big toe, maybe. Well, wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print. Is there such a thing as a list of toe prints? Oh, good point. There is. Jack described it and give it to us. Which means we can't match this print. It's not a good time to ask detective advice. A good idea. No, screw that. Go here. Alright, can we rotate to see the print? Okay, there we go. Wonder, could this be a print? Would it be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print? Good call, Apollo. I can analyze it just like a regular print. Be a vital piece of evidence. Maybe dust a bit and then blow. Nope. Oh, we did good enough. Okay, good. Hey, it worked. Looks like a big toe, maybe. I feel like the case is solved already. What was next? It matched the print, right? Right, let's match it. Wait, it didn't give us a list of toe prints. We already did that. I guess so. I'm not sure if she really qualifies as an expert. Do we actually have the toe prints? No. Alright, let's talk to her. Slippers. That's quite a clear print there. A toe print. Probably don't know whose toe it is. Well, there's a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print, off another shoe, for instance. Alright, so if the prints match, you know the same person wore both. Oh, do I have another shoe print worn by the same person? No, right here. I just might, actually. Really? We can suspect something here. Hey, this guy. Can you compare the sample with this other print? This pair of sandals, toe print and all. Oh, the print of these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. Bingo! Gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who found the prints. Perfect match. Same person who wore these sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do is find out who these sandals belong to. Or, do you already know? I can't say, not yet. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth. Oh, we need to examine the lamp while we're here. We didn't actually examine these things. Examine that. Can we really look at these? Just the print. Kind of looks like a muffin. It's all mushed. That's one tough save. You know, it looks like kind of yummy. Huh? Like ice cream. I think cupcake, muffin. Like ice cream. Caramel. You certainly have an active imagination, Trixie. Alright, broken bulb. Bulb is broken. It won't turn on. Oh, that's broken. Don't touch that. You'll cut yourself. Eek! Yeah. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. My finger! Ah, you're bleeding. Let me see that. Wait. Magic blood. Teehee, gotcha. Please don't do that again. I have enough to worry about without my coworkers injuring themselves on the evidence. Let me rotate to a place where you can actually see it. There we go. Where's the lamp? It has a red stain on it. I gotta wonder what left that stain. Wait, I know, maybe it was left there by a red marker. Like they were trying to write their name and slipped. Why don't even write their name on a lamp cord? I just write my name on magic ropes. That it? I've examined everything. Let's go back to Eldoon's. I feel like we're making pretty good progress. He's still not here. Okay. What if we go back here? What if we go to the other clinic? There's probably a doctor here to look at it, right? The guy who used to be a doctor, he promised to look at stuff for us, so he's the one we gotta take it to. The prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. Here's your well in the trial today. You discuss something? I could use a little diversion. What Detective Sky say? Want to know something? You have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago. Please. I want to know. I need to know. Certainly didn't waste any time. Came to the point. 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. Okay? The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'm surprised if you hadn't heard. If you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news. I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yes, he was only 17 years old at the time. 17 years old? That's still high school. He took the bar exam abroad, in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know. I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. That's all? How could that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? They said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. What about what happened in my first trial? Did you notice in today's trial? There's a single piece of forged evidence. I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence. Maybe I didn't. Doesn't really matter now, does it? But I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright. Looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusation of forgery for now. Can we present something to him? What do you present? Profession to be so thoroughly ignored for a change. Alright, well, what's there? Let's see then. Things back here? Nope, not back here. Maybe the park? We're already at the park. It's gotta be the... We gotta talk to, Phoenix again. He's somewhere. He's got the idea. We can check the detention center. Or did we check the detention center? Nope, new stuff here. Okay. New stuff. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back and Daddy's... Oh, you again. Do you always have to announce your interests like that? Man, man. Now I'm all in a funk, and it's his fault. I'm going to assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson. And failed, clearly. He took out your work cut out for you, straight up. Of course, I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days I wonder why I do what I do. Hey man, you won't see me bragging about 1 or 2 guilty charges. What if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honor. They don't give the death penalty, do they? You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I've learned one thing today. It's that silence speaks louder than words. Man, my old man's whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to lead the mob. Or my dead body. I spent my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. Now old man wants to go soft? Fine, let him. Just let me out of it. Sigh. The day I get out of the trink, that's the day Alita and I start the next generation of the Kotaki family. Please don't talk as though assuming you're going to jail. For my sake. Hey, you recognize these shoes? Loggy, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her. For Miss Tiala? Yeah, a birthday present. She's got mad little feet. Mad, so cute, man. These handles are hers. Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. What's up with the funky vibes? Sigh. Alright, that's another thing down. Another problem down. Alright, now let's go to Eldunes to see if he has it now. Nope, he's still not here. Alright, let's go to the mansion, maybe? Take the park? Nope. Alright, where else could it be? I just talked to her. If anything that the pain statue said was true, it doesn't put Baki in a very good position, does it? You're at the scene of the crime. That's pretty clear. There's gotta be a different angle on this. Well, let's get investigating. Not at present. So he leads? One moment. Shazam! Shazam, Alakazam. Oh, just keep flying on over. That's all. Me, huh? Arrow need. Okay, can we use... It's basically we need to combine these things. But usually you have to see the prints to do it. I'm gonna try here again. Oh, what's that? An X-ray? Wait, that's right. Baki, it's yours. Hey, look, I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right? I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a closer look. Here, in particular. Where it says nurse, it's signed Alita Tiala. Huh? You always do your homework. So you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic. So? Can you tell us a bit about the circumstances you were meeting? Fine, I'll tell you how we met if you want. If you want to know that bad. Okay. Progress. I'm a little worried we're not going to finish this case tonight. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war in another family. I was ready to die, sure. They came and got me, hauled me off to the docks. American Access Clinic? That's where I met her. My fallen angel. You mean Alita Tiala? She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say? The bad guy always gets the ladies. Right. She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Take gangster style. Guess what she said? What'd she say? I'll give it some thought. She said it real quiet, like, on the down low. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you'll marry me. That was the proposal? You know it. An oath of love, right there in the hospital room. Just like that, op was done, and we were out of there. See you later, bye. How about that op? Yeah, didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said. Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G, you know what I'm saying? Didn't you learn about the bullet at that checkup? Yeah, that's when I knew the doctor had to pay. Figured I'd get that cap pulled out after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I? Incidentally, had you ever had a health checkup before? Now, my old man suddenly gets his idea, but we all gotta go to checkups. Guess you're getting older, I mean. Alright, I think we made progress. Is he here, Nat? We need to talk to him. Alright, he should be here now. Mr. Eldoon, we've been looking for you, all over for you. What's the matter, Trusty Doll? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice. I suppose he is a doctor still. Sniffle. Mr. Eldoon, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I thought my doctor days were gone for good. Sniffle. Mr. Eldoon. Take a look. Mr. Eldoon, could you take a look at this? Oh, a medical chart? Yeah, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics. Why sudden silence, Mr. Eldoon? What? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. That chart belongs to my client. He's on trial on suspicion of murder. On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD. ABD. All but dead. He's not going to play the case and someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why? Whoa! Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. It looks like a completely different person! That's not good now, son. No way. It's like he's a completely different person. Alright, they're in my head. They need to get out. Well, according to this chart, this Waki-Kitaki feller's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right up inside of his heart. That's right. Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. But you can still see that the bullet's stuck in there. Well, it'll still be in there after the operation to remove it. Well, the only reason I can think of is it's too tricky to operate on. What? That bullet snugs a bug there next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that's crap. Isn't the aorta part of the heart? It's not next to the heart, it's part of the heart. Oh, never mind. That's the blood vessel. Okay, my bad. My bad. He's right. He's right. Hey, that scrap metal just surrounded by a blood vessel is kind of a miracle. Ow! 2 millimeters either side, and there'd be some serious bleeding going on in there. Not something your average doctor would be eager to fiddle with. You mean... It took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. Take more than a miracle to take it out. Take a magician. I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet. Of course, the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I give him another half a year tops. No, it wasn't. Was it? Is everything quiet? What's going on? But Waki's operation was already half a year ago. So I'm saying you're out of time. These kids shouldn't be on trial. You should be on an operating table. Great, just great. How could Dr. Miraculous do such a terrible thing? How could you just leave that bullet in there? I got a pretty good idea of how he felt. In an emergency operation, he's got the kid's chest open on the table. He finds that bullet. That's despair right there. Just all cold despair. Despair. The only thing he could do is sew the bully back up. He wasn't exactly in the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out. Kitakis. You bet. This kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation, Waki's back on the street living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold. How awful. And which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. Got enough ties to them, he could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible. Left Waki to die. There's darkness in this world, Truciel. Waiting hungry. Compared to it, these gangs turf wars are like kids' games. When up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same. You're a surgeon, right, Mr. Eldoon? You could operate on Waki, couldn't you? I wish. What? I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world. So Waki, he's so lucky to be alive even now. No. There's one problem. Follow? This chart. Look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right. This operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is, she knew. She knew about Waki's condition, guaranteed. Ah. Why did she ever tell him? Doesn't make sense. She married him for her money. If she repays was in serious danger, you think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged? What was she thinking? Apollo. What were you thinking, Alita Tiala? She wants the money. She wants to get married to him and get the so then she's a widow, and then she's in. She gets free money for life. I was gonna say close up, but we still got almost an hour. We're good. We're good. We're good. Making progress. All right, let's go. Where are we? Here? Because I know people, Treeborn. I've seen lots of people every day. What's the old saying? A person is smart. A person can think rationally, but people are dumb, panicky animals. Is that how it goes? I don't know where that's from. What's this from? Oh, Men in Black. A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. 1,500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat. And 15 minutes ago, you knew that humans were alone on this planet. Imagine what you'll know tomorrow. Men in Black. This is it. The big day. Did you get any sleep? Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so. Oh? What time did you wake up? 3 a.m. That's only 2 hours, Apollo. At least you have me. And me! The amazing Mr. Hat. Here's looking at you, kid. Look today, Apollo. That voice. Hey, can you sleep? Mr. Right. I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I sat myself out earlier today. Somehow that place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine pasta joint seem almost fun. Daddy, do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today? Heck yes. Huh. How about Little Plum? Ah, that's Sherman Tank of a mom? Nope, guess again, it's Alita. It's Alita. That's too bad, you know. Being a mom's. You need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy. It's been morning, you're at it already, Trucy. Ah ha 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 ha. Okay, see, this is why I don't buy their father-daughter relationship. Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecution's witness is? Alita Tiala, I told you. Your client's fiancé. She's going to be a witness? That seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiancé? You have to wonder what Gavin's up to. Something's going down today, that much is clear. Well, not to worry, I've got my panties back. If we can't find a killer, I'll pull one out of there. That does seem to be one of her specialties. Magic panties. Of course, now in session for the trial of Waki Kitaki. This is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is warmed up in a sold-out house. Very well, to recap, while yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party, due to panty snatching, we had to find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at that time of murder. Witness, victim, and the defendant. Correct, Air Judge. And today I'd like to do something a little new age. I'd like to look at this horrible crime from the outside. The outside? Acquisition of the murder weapon, preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told all, you see. To his betrothed. His betrothed? His fiancé, Air Judge. His partner for life. With no chance for parole. Very well, you may show the lucky lady to the stand. Your name and occupation, Fraulein. Alita Talia. Occupation is future wife. Traditional values. I respect that. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded, underwater. Introduced today as witness for the prosecution? To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first. But I couldn't hide the truth. Huh, honesty, another admirable trait. Fraulein, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant, Waki Kitaki, confessed his plans? His plans for murder? Yes. Witness will please give her testimony to the court. I gotta look for her towel. What's her towel? was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Waki found out that Dr. Miraculous had lied, he flew into a rage. I'll TCB said that took one of the family's pistols. Alright, she's doing something here. And you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Waki could have done it. So the pistol did belong to the Kitaki family, then. Yes, with regards to this, the investigation is underway at the Kitaki mansion. On charge of the possession of illegal firearms. Is the bullet that took the victim's life? Was it fired from the pistol the defendant procured? Yes, this has been proven. How do you prove something like that? Bullets carry marks to the barrel that fired them, called rifling marks. Rifling marks. Think of them as being a gun fingerprint left on every bullet it fires. When did you first hear about Waki's plan? It was the day of the murder. I shouldn't have stopped him. I should have stopped him. I didn't think he would actually do it. Very well. Next, we begin the cross-examination. Okay, let's press on everything. It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. That was the day of the murder, correct? Yes, everyone in the family received their checkup results that day. Well, I looked at his face went pale. Of course, he just found out he had a bullet in his chest. So you were there at the time. Yes, poor Waki. When Waki found out that Dr. Miraculous had lied, he flew into a rage. That must have been, quite frightening. He was furious. He ripped his report up into shreds. Instantly, I had to request another copy to file as evidence. It bothers him sure, but it won't have to perform without complaint. Waki's at an age where he's hard to control when he loses his temper. Of course, that little bit of instability is so cute. Great, now he sounds like a psychopath. TCB said he took one of the family's pistols. So is it easy to take a pistol out from the house? Not really, I think there's a system in place to limit access. Waki's a special case, being the next in line. Professor's treatment was a bit too special, yeah? I mean, he's a bit spoiled. I hear he got amazing presents for his birthdays. Last year was a switchblade, maybe made out of chewing gum, and a chocolate gravestone. Sounds like he has a taste for sweets, and danger. The point here being that Waki had access to a pistol. You already know what happened that night. What happened? I mean, the murder. I tried to stop him, I really did. Waki wouldn't listen. I know there's nothing not determined, it seems. Last thing you should do is blame yourself, miss. I just don't see how anyone but Waki could have done it. How do you say that for certain? How? Forehead, you will refrain from badgering the witness. You will refrain from badgering the Fraulein. His defendant, or Waki, was it? Took the pistol from his home. We know this for a fact now. I suppose we do. So how could anyone else have used this pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic, yeah? That does seem to be the case. Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point? Someone else used that pistol? Based on testimony, there was clearly another. One other person had access to that pistol. What's this? Oh, interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who this other person with access was. Well, of course. I mean, you, Miss Tiala. Me? But why? You're quite clear when you told the court. You heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning. Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed a man in cold blood on his behalf? I heard people do strange things for love, but this... It does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I'm all for romance and for supporting your partner in life, to be sure, but I think I would hesitate at murder. I hope you do more than hesitate. What if a different connection can be proven? The connection between the witness and the victim. What if I she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé? That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here? Now I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe. Evidence showing a connection between the witness and Miss Tiala and the victim. That looks like a medical chart. Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart. What? Miss Tiala, whatever. Why is your name on this chart? Oh, look at that face! Either she's really unhappy with us or she just got really constipated. Well, care to explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala? I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice. Our warm little fiancé just froze over. I was on staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. That's all. Wow, look at her face. Now she looks like a completely different person. That's all. Is there a problem with that? Miss Tiala, you testified that you had no connection to the victim. And I don't, now. Now? I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess, you're the kind of guy who can't rest till he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past? Am I right? But that's not true at all. Why, I embrace the ones I love, past falls and all, no matter. There's no connection now. Doesn't fly in court of law. Doesn't fly? She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Kitakis. You left your job with the Maractus Clinic, true. But you remain connected somehow. Very well, Mr. Justice? Shows evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic. The shoes. The shoes! These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they? Ah! Oh, well, who knows? I'm sure there are lots of people with those sandals. So sorry, Fraulein, but your act isn't working. Your moment of hesitation has now cost you. Well, what's with you? I thought you were on my side. Perhaps you're unaware that toes leave toe prints. Simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all. Well, now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Waki back on the straight and narrow. Well, this court thinks you need to worry less about Waki and more about yourself. Sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about your story. Your sandals were found at the entrance to the clinic, which means you went there on the day of the murder. There's no point in denying it. Very well, Liz will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the Maractus Clinic that day? Alright, wash your hands. I didn't go to the clinic that day. My first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him after all. I knew Waki had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend. Okay, so we got those two. By mistake, you mean the mistake what we heard about from the defendant? The botched operation? He's a timid small man, but I never wished him harm. I thought I should let him know, you know? That does make sense. Yes, there is still one thing. Which is not. What's that, Prosecutor Gavin? Sandals left in the lobby, of course. You assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, yeah? Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home. I'd worn those sandals home, too. I mean, maybe she's tired of walking around the hills all day, but I don't think that's why she took them off. So why were the sandals left behind? Ack, you pointed out the contradiction before me. There's probably a good explanation for this, right, Miss Tiala? Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals there which you wore home by mistake? Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin. Oh, it's nothing. There is, after all, no other possible explanation, yeah? Forehead? Oh, what the? No fair. He's filling the holes in her testimony. Let's begin the cross-examination. I did go to the clinic that day. My first time in half a year since I quit in January. Or what time did you go to the clinic? I don't remember exactly, but it was after 9:30, I think. 9:30 p.m. you go to the clinic. What are the odds they're open? And that was the first time you had contact Dr. Maractus in half a year? Of course it was. He wasn't the kind of boss you made friends with. So why didn't you go to the clinic that day? I would have warned him after all. I knew Waki had the pistol. Did you want Dr. Max to run away? Well, after I failed to stop Walkie, I thought that was the only other way to avoid the problem. When you have called, why go to them in person? I called several times that evening, but no one was in. Briggs was busy driving home until after 9 p.m. that night, remember? This was proven by the mirror yesterday, yeah? I thought if I warned him, he would run away for sure. Knowing the doctor, that always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. You had acts of malpractice on Walkie, correct? If you had just told Walkie the truth, in the beginning, none of this would have happened. True, the operation was the start of this whole affair. Oh, of course, if you told him, he might have been erased by the Katakis much earlier. Disturbing thought. You know that Miraculous Clinic had ties to the Kataki family. He probably couldn't have gone to the police even if he wanted to. That's why I knew I had to warn him. Where else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. No dark secrets, eh? What? Look at me however you want, Mr. Justice. You won't find a thing. Hiding something, I know it. Must be some evidence that proves it, too. If you think whatever you like. I went to that clinic with only one thought in mind. I tell him to be careful as an old friend. You just said you'd make friends. But then you'd be betraying Walkie, wouldn't you? I did for him, for us. You had to warn him so that your finance would not have to commit such a crime, yeah? I didn't want them to take my Walkie away. I just went to the clinic just to warn him. You know why she went, Apollo? Figure out what really happened to that clinic. And fast. Alright. Let's save because we've gone through a lot of testimony. We've done pretty good. Alright, I think I got an idea. So I kinda want to present okay, we got the bullet. We got the lamp. What's the significance of the lamp? I haven't figured out the significance of the lamp. We got rifling marks. I don't know if it's this, though. But if she did this, why would she not have taken the chart? That's clearly what she went to do. And what really happened to the clinic? Why was there a bullet fired into the safe? Let's scream the bullet. I don't know. Objection! Your Honor. Nope, didn't work. Bullet here? Nope. What am I missing? No secrets, eh? What? Look at me how you want. No. This chart was found inside a safe in the doctor's office. Yes? Why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Yala, you know why it was, don't you? Mind filling me in? Dr. Marcus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up a false report and kept the truth locked away. Bed, Air Doctor. This is where you come in, Miss Yala. The nurse who filed this chart was you, which means you knew about Waki's failed operation. Interesting. You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kinda makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it? You're both for a novice, I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor is responsible for the chart's contents. Well, this chart business seems to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly. Bad little attorney. We got a thing. Bracelet's reacting again. What is it, Apollo? I felt my bracelet tighten just now. Bracelet? Saw yesterday. Like you said. Liz is unsure of something. Their nervous habit gets in the way. I can't see anything. Apollo? Hey, then what's my bracelet reacting to? Wait, maybe. Yes, that has to be it. Has to be it. Your senses, Apollo? Must be sharper than mine. Huh? I can't see it, but you can sense it. I don't know about that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything. Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Yala's testimony. We don't know what her nervous habit is. Well, what do? You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo. With your eyes and your senses. It's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow, touching it helps me focus. Let's give it a shot and bring down that testimony. Perceive. Ring! I got the ring! Here again. One more time. Why go to the clinic for a half-year-old chart now, you ask? But you know why you would go now, don't you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's quite clear, Miss Yala, you have a nervous habit. The moment you said the word now, you used your right thumb to fiddle with your ring. What? She was unsure I saw it. Now, that's the key word. The chart wasn't a part of your past. It's a clear and present threat. That's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have 6 months to do something about it. Indeed. Eh? Which means something happened quite recently. Something made this chart a problem for you now. I got her on the ropes now. I can feel it. Trying to strike the killing blow with evidence. Yala, there's no use trying to hide it. The chart became a threat to you now because of this. This is the bullet? Because of what? The eyes of a hawk. And the brain of a toad. Okay, not that then. I mean, I can't lose this now. I want to obey one more try. That was part of your past. It's an impressive threat. It's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I had 6 months to do something about it. Which means something happened quite recently. I made the chart a problem for you now. Crystalla, there's no use trying to hide it. The chart became a threat to you now because of this. The checkup. A health checkup report. Belonging to the defendant. Doctors are trying to get out of the business. Health checkup this month was their first ever. What do you think when you heard about this? Oh, no, nothing. Why should I think anything? Oh, I think you were positively beside yourself. Because you were afraid. You knew what Waki's chest x-ray would reveal. Eric, a full half year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free when the chart came back to haunt you. Eek! Feathers! Where'd the feathers come from? That's all, Your Honor. What just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying? Where did the feathers go? Is that this? The feathers? Are those feathers? I'm pretty sure she is the killer. I sensed it. There was a great aura emanating from her forehead. Very cool. So Leigh was lying, it seems. That's correct. She said she had no connection to the Maractus Clinic, but her connection was deep indeed. A bit too deep. If the Taki's got a hold of the chart with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala? You guessed it. Order! I did. I broke her testimony. Amazing, Apollo. I didn't insist at all. I was right about you. Wait. Miss Tiala? It's true. That chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. That's all. I told him about Waki and went home. It appears this cross-examination is far from over. Well, what? She hid the truth from us. This is clear, yet it's not clear that this truth has anything to do with the case at hand. Stupid Bangs trying to escape. Very well, the witness will add this to her testimony. And we'll have a bit more cross-examination. Grr, I was so close. Still close. Keep on her, Apollo. Nothing happened at all. I warned him and left.
Hold it!
How Dr. Maractus responded to the warning? Oh, he was quite surprised. Panicky even. Wouldn't be scared to learn that Kataki was after them. Incidentally, this court is not afraid of any mobsters. Well, we had a life-threatening situation just yesterday right here in this courtroom. Yeah, real impressive the way you stood up to the attack of the amazing Mr. Hat, sir. After I carried you back to your chambers. Sounds like the judge had quite a fright. Nothing happened in Dr. Maractus' office that day, huh? Well, it must be found. It definitely happened in that office, Apollo. I know. We can't prove when it happened. Not that Lady Tal was in any way involved. We'll start putting some evidence up anyway. There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him. You know why she went to Apollo? Trying to figure out what really happened at that clinic. And fast. Present the lamp. I don't know, lamp.
Objection!
Seven clear. Nope, it failed. We failed. Oh no, we're on the last thing. Very impressed on everything. 9:30. Oh, hang on.
Hold it!
You want to run away after that? Okay, blah, blah, blah.
Hold it!
Alright, yeah, we already saw this.
Hold
I know you're lying about having no reason. I know you know. Don't look at me like that. Huh? Like I'm some two-bit washed up good for nothing? You scared me. I concur. Even I'm rarely treated with such a hot gaze. So sorry, maybe I need to do some face training too. Wait, why did I go that way?
Hold it!
Had him Dark Master's on the warning. Oh, he's quite surprised, panic even. Don't be scared after learning the Kotaku was after them. Silly, this course not afraid of any mobsters. Why would yeah, we saw that. Alright, let's try the bullet. We live or die right here. We live or die right here. Hit the bullet.
Objection!
You say nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this. What's that? Looks like a squished up ball of clay. Kinda like you, actually. This bullet was found in the miraculous clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala.
Objection!
Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic.
Objection!
Oh, this was stuck inside the doctor's safe. Inside the safe. Guess police didn't check that far.
Objection!
But there's a problem. How can you say that bullet was fired on that day?
Objection!
Weren't you the one who explained rifling marks to us? Pistol was taken from the Kotaku mansion that day. The marks on this bullet matched the murder weapon. Then that proves the firearm was discharged in that office on the day of the murder. Not bad, Air Forehead. Bailiff, have this bullet analyzed immediately. 30 minutes later, report arrives. Rifling marks on both the bullets are identical. Well, now we know where the second shot was fired. Well, it seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired from the murder weapon. Perhaps defense would like to state their position. The bullet in that safe proves one fact. A pistol was fired in that office on that day. At the time of the firing, the safe was open. The safe which contained the top secret chart. Think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus in order to open the safe? Only one person was in the position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala. Order! 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 Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness? Alita Tiala knew about Waki's Kotaku botched operation. She got engaged in him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him, and then the bullet finally reached its destination? What? That reminds me. Apparently, the Kotakus have been asserting themselves in lawful business practices. Sorry, I'm coughing a bit. Allergies. Oh, bad allergies. Made quite a great deal of money. A fortune, if you will. Nefarious. She's planning to marry him just to get her hands on his fortune. Alright, I'm ready. I'm ready. That's why I'm going through so much water. Objection. Waki? There he is. Knew it. You keep talking trash about my Alita? And I'll sue you, lawyer man. Huh, me? Yeah, you said you'd we lost the sound source, what? Hello? Test, test, test. Test, hello? What sound source? What are you talking about? Are we not dinging? We should be dinging. Does hydrate ding? It's fine. It's working just fine. What's the problem? I may have just been talking too loud for the ding. Because I think I'm... You heard that one? Yeah, I think I'm louder than the dings. Let's see, if I'm talking... Where does the ding come from? Oh, let's see here. So I'm talking, I'm kind of at the yellow edge. The game audio is in the mid-green. Alright, let's do a ding. Mid-ding. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't budget. This is the same. So it's about game volume. So if I'm talking when the ding happens, you probably won't hear it. I must have heard it, though, because I responded to the hydrate, though. Because otherwise, I wouldn't know to look over there. You'd abuse my Alita. I think you mean accuse. Same difference, but you can't have her. She's mine. It's me. I shot that Dr. Me. He left me to die, so I left him to die, too, and there in that park. Well, Waki. Just go out a second, please. Keep your hands off my Alita, or I'll... T. Hee hee, ha ha ha. Miss Tala? I'm sorry, it's been so long since I've been laughed so hard. Something funny? Waki, wake up and smell reality. Alita, baby? Signature on the chart, the engagement. I mean, come on. It's so obvious. Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself. Alita. Your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Fraulein. Hey, I wasn't getting out to this queen, anyway. So the family fortune is what you're really after. That's right, I wanted the money. No way, that's whack. I ain't trying to hear that. Should've done the wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you some question? Who, me? I thought you said you were going to abuse me. Accuse. This feels appropriate face. Appropriate face. Of what crime might I ask? Huh? You know what? Fine, you know what? I'm gonna lean into it. Oh, I'm a bad girl. Sure, I got close to that brat because I wanted the money. He was the one with the pistol. He could have fired into the safe after I'd already left the clinic. What? I would never do a thing like that. It was definitely that silly brat. You didn't like it? What are you talking about? Chatrusi? You had the most to lose if that chart was found. I didn't have a pistol, now did I? Well, you could have taken Marky's. You think he had mentioned that, no? All I heard him say is, it was me. I shot him.
Objection!
That's only because he's trying to protect you. Sorry to turn this lovely conversation. But the two of you are forgetting one critical point. What? What point? Certainly Fraulein wanted that charge. You assume she threatened the doctor into opening that safe. But then... Yeah, fair enough. Wouldn't she have taken the chart? Oh, you see? That's what I was wondering. Chart wouldn't have been left in the safe. Heck. He's right. Miss Yala, yes? It's clear to this court that you are not a very good fiancé. I'm flattered. Perhaps it's time you told us the truth. Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day. Don't forget, we've proven that you were at the Miraculous Clinic on the day of the crime. Okay, let's see if we can get through this testimony at least. We got 10 minutes. Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. Yes, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? But I was spotted in the party at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Mirax was shot in the temple or not. You went back later? That chart was dangerous, you understand. I need to get rid of it. That's why I went that day. But you couldn't get the chart then, could you? And later that night, Dr. Mirax was shot. I heard about the shooting. Waited a day, but then I had to go back. Raised feet with the cops all over the place. Ah, that was you. Ah, Apollo, that sound. Came behind the store. Someone's in there. I break in, they left through that window. So you're the burglar. That was you too? If only I had one more minute. Then I could have opened that safe and gotten the chart. What? That's trespassing, and brazen at that. Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame the girl for wanting to protect herself. They are gangsters, you know. Against Mr. Justice, you're cross-examination. Need a little crime to avoid the big one, eh? Alright, let's hit her. Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor.
Hold it!
Why that day? That brat was uncontrollable. He was ready to kill. And that would bring in the police. And that chart would become evidence. And I'd be hung out to dry. Sniffle. Police didn't check at the safe, did they? I thought the crime scene was the park. I'm sure the responsible parties feel the heat. Such sloppiness won't be tolerated, yeah? I'm kind of thankful for that sloppiness myself, actually. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. Later. When I heard what happened, well, I was too scared to go do anything that day. So I waited until the day after. 16th, was it? Of course, you and that meddling kid had to get in my way. My doctor might just keep the chart around. It was clearly dangerous for him. He could have burned it. He's a coward. Chart was his insurance. Insurance? My signature on that chart, to be more specific. I made sure I couldn't betray him. In case I didn't shoot him, you didn't have proof I stole that pistol, do you?
Hold it!
You could have stolen it. Could have. Is this some new definition of proof? Ask Walkie, he'll tell us. Might I remind you this is a cross-examination? You might want to keep your baseless theories to yourself. Okay, he's right, isn't he? That brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime.
Hold it!
I thought this... Yeah, but what? You have nothing to say. This case is over. It's over the moment that brat was seen in the park. What's the point in dragging it out any further? I don't think it matters if Dr. Moretz was shot in the temple or not.
Hold it!
Doctor was shot in the right temple, yes? So it seems. Let's do the facts again, shall we? The kill shot from this location. The bullet would have struck the victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was on the right temple. Yes, we heard testimony on the date this yesterday. Time of shooting, Bruce was standing here. I thought he was standing over here. Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. He turned his head to look, and was shot. That testimony was proven to be a lie. Our Greece party painting snatcher, Mr. Dickler, did witness the crime. He was standing to the north, next to the trash can where he tossed those panties. Should have tried from this location, the bullet couldn't hit his right temple. Silly attorney. What? Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning? Do you remember, Trucy? I always have a glass of milk for breakfast. It matters just one thing. Doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there's gonna be only one explanation. The paintings guy was mistaken. This location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken. Then why don't you show us Air Forehead? Show you? Show you what? Does that explain everything? Very well, let's recap. If the witness panties guy was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? The location of the killer shoots the victim. But wait, the witness was standing there. How could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple? Ah ha 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 ha. And we laid out the facts for us. I want to check something. How solid is the stand? It's not solid at all. That's curtains. Or sliding things. And a thing. It's hollow. Okay, we're good. We're good. I gotta figure it out. We're good. It's up to the one possessing the shiny forehead to show us. You can, that is. Why could I keep standing at the killer mark? Let's just look at the witness mark. And of course, Paul Ractus was at the victim mark. Let's hear what the witness has to say. Where's the killer standing when they shot the victim? Someplace else. As I can say now, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location. What are you talking about? I don't see any other place. Apparently Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. We're in the park till the killer shoots the victim from. It's time to raise the roof. And the stakes, eh? Penalties are such frightening things, don't you think? What if they were a bit more terrifying? Like so. The double penalty, we only have one left anyway. Therefore I wish to take this in a new direction. And he must be ready for the challenges ahead. Challenge accepted. It's justice time. Are you sure, Apollo? He is the witness. Mr. Stickler's testimony. We believe that and we know where he stood. And the victim turned when he shouted. There's only one place the killer could have been. He shot the victim from here. I'll be all a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala. Well, what do you mean? Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, nope, I didn't save. We were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler is telling the truth. We should listen to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the two men. He shouted just as he told us in his testimony. And the victim turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple. Oh no. Oh yes. Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right, toward the noodle stand. Order, order, order! So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand? Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? The killer was inside the noodle stand? Which would mean the victim, Dr. Maractus, came to the park, leaving his own murder in the cart behind him. Yeah. So the footprints were heard running away after shooting. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along. There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place? Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby. Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand. Can I prove that? What evidence that someone was in that stand? Well, I've got it. I've got it right here. Intriguing. Let's see what you got. Just prove someone was hiding in the noodle stand. The Maractus Clinic, and they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in a trash can near the crime scene. And a single slipper print was found at the scene. Right next to the noodle stand. Hack! Oh, Miss Tiala? Your toe print was found in the left slipper. Irk! In other words, this proof is proof you were inside that noodle stand. Eek! More feathers. Where did the feathers come from? Did she stuff her brow with feathers for some reason? There's only one slipper mark found in the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith? Review the diagram. A park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. A slipper would leave a trace on cobblestone path. Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, yeah? Why not? You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and simply fell to the ground? It wouldn't be deep enough. That's just dumb. It's not heavy enough. One more thing. Noodle stand is typically cluttered with the tools of the noodle making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there. You have a point. Could someone have hidden in that stand? Yeah, they emptied out the bowls. They might be onto something. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. To make room in the stand, some things would have to be... Well, Mr. Justice? Can you prove that someone could have hidden in the stand? I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear the space in that stand. Bowls! Bowl! This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Eldoon's noodle stand. Yes, and what about it? We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday. In the lobby of the Maractus Clinic. A large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic. Mr. Eldoon was very clear about these bowls. Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there, too. Okay, the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside that noodle stand. Space created at the Maractus Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala. Stoop! Pretty sure she said stop, but it's funnier. I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. They're worse lies than that spoiled brat's pickup lines. I'd like to remind the witness of her current status. This court does not consider you entirely innocent. Show me an innocent, and I'll show you a fairy tale. In any case, Vince has somehow made his point. Witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus. More fairy tales. This whole trial's fairy tale. The police pull us back down to reality, Miss Ciala. I'll give you one last chance to explain yourself. This is it. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling the stand that night? And what was Lita Ciala doing inside it? Trying to get to the bottom of this case. That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kataki family's hands. Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason he thought the Katakis had sent me. So I gave up my home. All I did was talk to him. You knew about the botched operation, so you tried to get rid of the charge to save yourself. I don't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that brat guy's health checkup report. Now he was coming to settle the score. Yeah, I thought we were almost done. Oh, I see. Very well, Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. It's the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth, or it's over. Alright, let's watch the bracelet. Right there. Wait, it's on all of them.
Hold it!
Can we press? Where did you go to steal the chart? Were you listening? I said I asked him for it. Since to meet a man in good health, I don't see how she could have coerced him. It would have been impossible without a pistol. Well, she did have a pistol. I mean, I wanted a chart. That much is true. My reason's simple. I don't think you've ever letting that chart fall into the Kentucky family's hands. Certainly would have put a damper on your wedding plans, I'd say. Not only that, if the Kentuckys had gotten that chart, I'd probably be Dr. Maractus now, pulling that great noodle stand in the sky. So Winston was in a fix as well. Who'd want to die pulling a noodle stand? What I would be by disappearing mysteriously in the middle of a magic act. Could we be a little bit less morbid, please? You see, I needed that chart. Dr. Maractus didn't understand.
Hold it!
He didn't understand. He didn't listen to the word I was saying. The moment he saw me, he started to tremble. I thought, what a sad excuse for a man. Please don't smile at that anymore, it's creepy. He's practically delusional. For some reason he thought the Kakis sent me.
Hold it!
They sent you. He thought the Kakis sent me to get the chart. Makes some sense. You're the son's fiancé. That made me laugh. The Kakis sent me, they don't play that way. If they'd known about that chart, they would have gone in there with guns blazing. I couldn't convince the trembling doctor otherwise. Gave him my home. All I did was talk to him.
Hold it!
That was really all that happened. What were all those noodle bowls doing there? Actually, I know. There weren't any bowls when I went. I know that much. Why don't you let me be and go look for your killer someplace else, alright? Can I take an uncertainty there? It's my last chance. Oh, any word from your bracelet? Yeah, actually. About to respond. Couldn't see a thing. It's up to you, Apollo. How to perceive the truth. Here comes justice. Okay, let's perceive. Alright, should we focus on our hand again? Alright, she's not twisting. Not twisting. Alright, I think we hit pass. Do you have to listen to them all? Alright, let's do the next one. Can we just zoom in on the hand? Oh wait, her hand's not even there. Can we even see the ring here? I don't think we can see the ring here. Alright. She's tugging on her thing. That's gotta be it.
Gotcha!
All I did was talk and lie. Oh, what? Nope, I didn't save. Show me proof. Pretty sure about this one. I'm getting the hang of this. They'll slip in confidence and they give it all away. Proof. It's you, Miss Tala. All I did was talk to him, you claim. Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words. My twitch? What are you talking about? You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf. What? What? This is working better than I'd hoped. Her unconscious action to tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies. 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth. Don't look at me like that. I have to tell you the truth. Seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? Did he choke you? Oh, it seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is lying, trying to hide something. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Miraculous Clinic office. I got proof that shows exactly what happened. Uh-oh. Are we YOLOing this? We YOLO it! We YOLO it! Oh, what's that? You're touching your scarf again. There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb was broken. And there's red spots on the cord. Eh? Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a possible explanation for the lamp's state. I'll spit it out. This talking in circles nonsense is killing me. Very well. It's very simple. Miss Lita Tiala, please remove your scarf. Eek!
Objection!
Overruled! This is a trial to determine what happened in that park. You seem to have drifted off target.
Objection!
We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting. As soon as the witness removes her scarf. I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me to remove my clothing. Miss Tiala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven. What? You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf. No. No! Where are all these feathers coming from? I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Lita Tiala? Your neck. That isn't what I think it is. She's a duck? Something did happen that night at practice clinic. Is that why you call her the fallen angel? Because she's got feathers all over the place? You need to get that chart back no matter what it took. You'd have to steal your fiancé's pistol to do it. But wait. Look at this lamp. It was his neck. Looks like the very opposite happened. Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was his witness, specifically. He tried to threaten Dr. Braxton and he attacked you. That's what happened that night at the Miraculous Clinic. Irk. Irk. Eek. So I guess we found out where the feathers are coming from. Apparently she taped a duck to her chest. Order. Someone please tell me what really happened? But there's like 1,000 feathers in there, and like you can only see like 10. Touch this already. Went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Mactus. That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you. Looks like my clinic's seen his last patient. We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me. So you can save your own skin? What? I know what you're up to. You want to get in with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. Leave me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I want some company. You. And what happened next? He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord. Tom Braxton was serious. Deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out. can't even hear him snapping. So, you were the victim? And the red spots on the cord was your lipstick. I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There, are you happy now? I was out cold. Almost killed. And you claim I then snuck into that noodle stand? How could I? Ah! Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened in the Miraculous Clinic. And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself. I'm sorry, I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I told you everything. Can I go home now? You bear some responsibility for events that day, true. Yet if you're also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, at least clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala. When did this happen? It's only everyone's sympathizing with her. I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala? Very well. Finish this cross-examination of this.
Objection!
Heh, 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 heh. Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now we rock. What? These backs on your head are softer than they look. Or you not have the stomach to go all the way. Prosecutor Gavin? I'm right to show to Alita Tiala. She fell unconscious. What happened next? He's right, there's more we don't know. What if he threw her in the, what if he thought she was dead and was trying to dispose of the body? And so he threw her in a noodle cart to carry her, because his car wouldn't start. And then she woke up and shot him. So there's more we don't know. But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She'd have been out for a while. Even still, what if it was her in that noodle stand? Tiala, half dead. Dr. Maractus pulling that stand, and a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand. What if it's all true? Might have already figured out what truly happened that night. Miss Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet. You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin? Me? Fraulein, I only wish you know the truth. Well, let's go back over what we learned up to now. On the day of the murder, Waki saw his checkup report. In which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So he took a pistol from the family stash with the intent to give it to Dr. Maractus of his own medicine. And Miss Tiala heard about this from Waki, so she went to the Miraculous Clinic ahead of him in order to get rid of the chart with her signature. But then, something happened. Sounds like you figured it all out. Remember, I was a victim. I was out cold. But what about Dr. Maractus? That seemed to be the problem. He just strangled Alita Tiala, perhaps, he thought, to death. What did he do after his crime? I was knocked out, not dead. From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Air Forehead, care to guess? Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do? Maybe he did think he killed Alita Tiala. Have evidence to show what he did next? This is where I want to save. Newsstand. As next move, Dr. Maractus stole guy out his noodle stand. What, killing me disturbed him that much? Don't you randomly stole a noodle stand? It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside the stand? I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls? Maybe because the stand was heavy. Or he wanted to put something in the stand, in their place. Ah. Wait, you don't mean... I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala. But wouldn't a doctor have known she wasn't dead? I don't know. My corpse? Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he'd killed you. I guess he could panic. His next move would be to dispose of the body. But that's crazy talk. You're crazy. Let's think about it, logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Waki Kitaki? I question your logic. What's this, Prosecutor Gavin? Park is dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with? That's right. He had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand. Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination. Well, what? Apparently, the defense has an idea. That's where Dr. Max was heading with the stand. Who shows this diagram? Where exactly was the victim dragging that stand? Is this a river? This looks like a river. I'm gonna go with this is a river. It's probably a river, right? Alright, I think it's a river. There, that's a river. Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why. Probably do. The judge's kind of dense. A perfect place to dispose of a body. Not really, it's a terrible place. He was going to throw me into that river? He didn't have any other options, Fraulein. I believe this clears up all the remaining questions. Victim pulling the stand, and defendant before him. Inside the stand, you must lead Tiala. Because bodies tend to float. So she would just be floating down the river. Somebody would have spotted her. Erk. And then, the denouement. What's the sticker? A painted statue of fame walks up. Seeing too many shouts in that instant. So, I shot him. You were the only one who could have stolen Blacky's pistol. It had to be you. Well, Miss Tiala? Humph. Nice work. You mean I'm right? And you've done a fine job dreaming up a story. Get that spoiled brat off the hook. You're the one who's dreaming. I've always backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Max pulling that stand through the park? Who knows? There's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak. Or of what? I can't believe she's still trying to deny this. Is true, Prosecutor Gavin? Must I always be the one to point out Air Forehead's errors? Maybe there really is something. I think the Fraulein speaks of Air Doctor's car. His car? That's right. Max's clinic has that big garage, which sat a green sports car, was it? How would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car. And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand. And our defense without a case. Objection! I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It's broken. Oh, an excellent counter-argument, Fraulein. Too bad you're quite wrong. Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy. Daddy? That's right. At night. Car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car. Oh yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it. Afterward, he drove it back to that garage. It ran fine. That's right. Why didn't he use his beloved sports car, Erg. A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead. No. No! That's easy. We already know this. We're good. Order. Well, Mr. Justice? Why didn't Dr. Max use his car to carry the body? They're going to surrender, I hear? Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days. Everything I've learned? Mr. Justice, this contradicts will cast down your entire case. It's really your last chance. Vince will explain to us what happened that night. The car didn't run. I have an idea. It's all coming together. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car. Now you're making even less sense than usual. Not according to my information, Mr. Tiala. Put one and one together, and the explanation is simple. So simple, perhaps you can show us some evidence. Bingo, Zelric! Panties! It all comes down to panties. Let's see now. Panties? Again? All sorts of things come out of my panties. Why? 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 Even the truth. Another crime was committed. The night of the murder. Those panties, the latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid in the miraculous clinic garage. A what? The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them. Why, weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe? Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin. He knows. He's not even sweating. He already knows. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home, but my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. I clogged the exhaust pipe. Too bad it looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could break just from that. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. My, how interesting. While Mr. Allen and the doctor were struggling, the pain snatcher snuck into the miraculous garage. From that time until that time we found these, that car wouldn't start. But what? That's why Dr. Braxton had to use the noodle stand. It was the next closest thing that he could think of. See, he already knew. Gavin already knew. Well, Mr. Allen? This wraps up your hideout so quite nicely, I think. So it does. Where? Where am I? So dark, can't see. Cramped. Pain, my throat's burning. What's your problem? You, Doc, I know what you did. Ah, Aki? You lied to me, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man. Wait, let me explain. Fine, I'll give you your last request. Listen, you're being tricked. Nah, it's not how you think. Not just me. No. He'll ruin everything. I have to stop him. Ceases to want you too? Did you fire blindly? Alright, so she admitted it. Case closed. Funny, this isn't the way it was supposed to go. Wasn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well. Too bad. There's still one mystery. How'd you manage to disappear from that stand? In silence after the shot, I heard the witness running. I've even heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He would use a public phone to inform the police, which is when I made my escape. Which is when you left that slipper print. That mess didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though. That was your mistake. Now, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. Eh? I believe in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get lucky, declared guilty, it was you. Oh, that'd be crazy. Oh, welcome back, Francisca. You're just in time for the tail end of this case, and probably me going to bed. Wow, I gotta go to bed in 5 minutes. I believe we've reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how's Melissa Tuliao doing? She's confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now. Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost. I think you already knew. I figured out she was the killer a while ago. Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days. You lost, but I didn't exactly win either. Something the matter? Air forehead? Looks like it's time to announce the verdict. I actually kind of like this guy. He's kind of giving us crap, but he's also, you know, trying to help us. And all he cares about is the truth. He doesn't care about winning. And he hasn't whipped us once. I'm looking at you, Francisca. Not guilty. And look, we helped the fox. We helped the fox. Fox helps fox. All people shaking their heads, no. Order's adjourned. Yay! Good job, Apollo. You did it. Yeah, we did it, somehow. Walker's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And he has you to thank. Hey, attorney man! You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita, Holmes. We're to blame, I guess. You get my Alita back. Stupid pointy-head attorney with a death wish. Enough, Walkie. Mr. Kitaki. It's high time you opened your eyes, Walkie. You're one to talk. What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you opened yours. You know, with life trying to become some kind of businessman? Also, why does he have whiskers? Talk about what you don't understand, Walkie. I'm afraid the guards are going to throw them both out. If not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending? Hey, maybe we can help them out. We know why Mr. Kitaki needs to make so much money. Maybe we should tell Walkie. Oh, Walkie, Apollo has something to tell you. Huh? I do. Put me on the spot. Eh? What's that? Show the reason why, Apollo. Why is Kitaki trying to become a businessman?
Take that!
Think about it, Walkie. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, little Plum, yesterday. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Pay money, that is. Which doesn't mean... You aren't really... Are you? I searched the globe, and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Walkie. But it's an expensive procedure. Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you? I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Walkie. I want to help you, and I want to do it clean. Those are his eyebrows! I thought so! Please understand, Walkie. Dad. He finally opened his eyes! Man, I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for Walkie? Listen, good old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out. Then we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. Why, Walkie? No, it says it should be. Mr. Kitaki. I liked it more without the puppy dog eyes. I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you. Who, me? I don't think... Someday, I'll bake you one of our latest, the Kitaki Lime Pie. Is there a pie shop? So long. The little fox is cute. He's gone. Well, let's head back. Apollo. The Right Anything Agency. Hey, Suzuki, when do I work at your agency? Oh, I make a good team. Don't just stand there. Let's get going. Oh, why not? She did help me out. And there's still a few questions that still need answers. Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. Oh, I didn't mean to turn on autoplay. I can't say I care much for what her father has become. That's right, we have to go someplace first. Huh? Where? I claim a reward from Mr. Eldoon. Sausage Noodles, right. He's got a stand back already. Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. A special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat. Oh, it's special, alright. Please, anything but him. The end. Are we safe? Perfect timing. I'm just in time. I gotta jump in bed. Basically immediately. So we're just gonna say this right here, I guess. Alright, we gotta bail. We gotta bail. Alright, gotta quit. Quit. How do you exit? Nope. Fox escapes. How do we exit? Oh, exit game's up here. They hide up here! Finish playing the game. That's not really... Okay, whatever. Alright, so thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you all have a great night and a great day tomorrow. No stream tomorrow. We'll be back on Friday with normal Final Fantasy stream. Remember, Saturday stream is gonna be a bit weird. I got a thing in the middle of the day. I'll probably post about that eventually. But I do have a thing in the middle of the day. So I'll do a morning stream like normal, and then I'll have to leave at some point, and then I'll come back for evening stream. So we'll figure out what's going on then. I'll try to get some SAO in, do some RuneScape in the morning probably, do the Dragon Quest. We'll go from there. If you want to join us for RuneScape, we still got a couple spots left. Theoretically, we got 3 and a maybe so far at the moment. We have some spots that are saved, or not saved. Some accounts as a backup, so if you did want to just try it out, you could use one of those accounts. And just like, if you decided you don't want to do it, you just give the account back. It's no big deal. We'll figure it out. But anyway, good night, everyone. Sleep well. Happy dreams. I gotta go to bed. Fox out. Night-night.